What's happening, lads? We're here to tell you about our Patreon membership that starts from just £3 a month. It is the biggest Patreon in the UK and the fastest growing Patreon on planet Earth, kid. Dan, why is that?
You get early access to the public episode. Pubes get it on Monday. You can get it up to 48 hours early.
And on top of that, let me just interrupt you there and say you don't get any adverts on the early access. The YouTube adverts that sort of interrupt the show for the public people. If you watch it via the Patreon app, the adverts aren't there. You get an advert-free early access on top of your bonus episode every single week and all of the specials that we drop one of every single month. Dan, list them.
The Ghost Hunt 2. We've done so many lock-ins and they've got more drunk and more ridiculous, and we've got more planned.
The roast of Adam and Dan, blind date. This is all part of the Patreon membership. Everyone from £3 to 5 to 10, even if you sign up for the lowest tier, you get all the bonus content. People get early access to tickets as well.
It's the only way to see us live. Basically, if you're not a patron, you're not going to get to buy tickets to see us live.
Apart from the Arena show, which is on sale right now. It's on sale publicly. You can get tickets at gigsandtours.com. Friday the 9th of December, we changed the UK and worldwide podcast game by throwing the biggest ever podcast party at the Echo Arena. It's not the Echo Arena anymore, it's the M&S Bank Arena, but I don't care. I'm old school. You can get them right now. Tickets are still on sale. Come and join us for the biggest night of this podcast and all of our lives.
Do you know who got the best tickets for that? Patrons, because it was on there first. Patreon.com/haveawordpod.
Enjoy the episode, you filthy animals.
Go ahead.
Wag wag leads, you're listening to the funniest podcast in the game with Adam, Dan, Sensei Carl and Finn. This is the one and only Have a Word.
Brought to you by manscaped.com, the very best in below the belt men's grooming.
Go Ed, get on me.
Tell you what's fire.
Yeah.
A&E.
Good. Well known.
Oh, accident and emergency.
It's the friends you make there, you keep for life.
So if anyone's not a Patreon, I mean, what are you doing with your lives? We cut this week's episode short because I had a bit of the old chest pain, bit of a heart attack, bit of a stroke mid-episode.
Them titties too juicy.
So I took myself to A&E.
Ah, my massive tits.
I rang me GP and I was like, look, I think I've Googled it, which is always a good thing.
They love that. They love that. They're like, oh, great. Stops us having to do our job.
It was funny what she said. She went, so have you what she wanted to say, have you Googled your fucking symptoms? But she went, have you self-diagnosed? And you went, yeah.
Yeah, because I rang her and said, I've got pleurisy. She was like, how do you know? I was like, I Googled it, you daft twat. How else would I know? There's no pleurisy test coming out my arsehole, is there?
Can't move for them around here. This episode is sponsored by Self-Pleurisy Test. Use code tight titty 10.
So I was getting like a sharp pain when I was breathing in, which was making it very hard to podcast, especially a podcast that, we laugh a lot on.
Yeah. First section was great.
Yeah.
Which is good, really, because if you'd have had it in the first section, it would have been an 8-minute podcast.
So it came sort of like around here.
For the audio listener, Adam is touching his left boob.
I was like, yeah, so can I have some antibiotics? Because that's definitely what it is. And she was like, oh, well, the doctor will have to speak to you. And I was like, great. That sounds good, actually. Can I speak to the doctor? And she was like, oh, you can't possibly speak to a doctor.
Was it Janice?
What?
Was it Janice?
It was Janice.
I feel like you've absolutely manifested this,
right?
by the way.
So, no, I cannot let you speak to him. He's busy.
That's the doctor. You're getting confused. So I was like, well, can I just speak to the doctor at the end of the day? And she went, this is how fucking stupid the rules are and what the Tories have done to this National Health Service. She was like, no. You can't speak to a doctor because to speak to a doctor, you have to ring up at either 8 a.m. or 12 p.m. and get an appointment for either the morning or the afternoon. This is 3 o'clock in the afternoon. All the appointments are gone. So what you've got to do is wait until 6:30 and then ring the out of hours service. Because in what world is that the logical way? Like, have the out of hours service available in hours. Just make it so, like, there's someone you can talk to. Stupid. I went, look, love, I can't really wait till 6:30 because I can't breathe. Like, I'm really struggling to breathe. And she said, if you can't breathe, that could get worse really quickly. So go to hospital.
Just to let you know, Janice, I do have health anxiety. I'm in the middle of a panic attack, and you have not helped, madam.
Oh, it was like everyone in that hospital the other night had gone, by the way, there's a lad in who's got a history of health anxiety, so let's try and make it worse.
Doctor's pulling back the curtain and going, Jesus Christ! No, you're fine.
So I get there. They took all my observations. Obviously, you've got chest pain, so they take it quite seriously straight away, especially when you're short of breath and you're sweating.
What is pleurisy, by the way? I know you self-diagnosed it. I'm sorry, I don't know what it is.
Pleurisy is a lung infection that can quite quickly turn into pneumonia.
Okay. Yeah, the stitch.
Hang on. He had self-diagnosed pleurisy. It sounds like something from a Dickens novel.
yeah.
That killed
sounds like something we cured a long time ago.
Yeah, that sounds like you.
I've got a bit of the old polio, love. Have some antibiotics, please.
I've got a bit of the polio. Oh, else polio.
No, is that self-diagnosed? The old polio.
So I drove from here to A&E, get there, they take me observations, and literally, so she puts the finger on and like as I listen to me ass, and I had to go, ooh. And I was like, why have you made that noise? And she went, I shouldn't know, I just had a can of Coke before. This is the first nurse I've spoken to. I was like, oh, you're already doing my head in here. Then,
What the fuck? She did that. She went, ooh.
yeah.
Oh, sorry, I had a can of Coke. Oh, no. England lost the Euros. It comes back to me. It just comes back to me like, fucking so close to winning the Euros. Ah!
Start screaming.
Just as they unbelieve. Oh, Jesus. I've just remembered the ending of 7. Oh, God. Fucking every time it comes back to me. I need to stop thinking about 7 at work.
So there's a main bit of A&E majors in the Royal Liverpool Hospital, and there's another bit before it. They kept me in the before bit. I'm sat there waiting to be seen again, and they wheel in a prisoner. So he's in full prison stuff, handcuffed, and he's got 2 policemen with him, right? What?
Has anyone else got?
Hannibal.
It's not a million miles away. But he's a proper scally, and he's really loud, as they tend to be. Prisoners who, you know, he's obviously already in Nick. He's in full prison gear. So he's there, and he's like going, oh, yeah. Tell you when them Matrix lot get older, yeah, they fucking beat the shite out of you. Beat the shite out of you, mate. It's not good. You know, anyone can be a criminal. Still don't deserve to be beaten up. I'm there just like...
What's he doing? Trying to prove his... Guys, I am in front of you here today at A&E to fucking denounce my crimes. What?
It sounds like he's doing a play.
Honestly. Yeah. And then at one point, he gets talking to a fella, and the fella goes, oh, you're all right, mate? And he goes, yeah, do you know what I was nicked for? Being a TikToker. Yeah.
Did he get 4 strikes?
Fucking hell, we're going to Nick soon then.
Yeah. He goes, don't even know what being a TikToker means, but I was making videos with me mates. And next thing I know, the fucking Matrix jump out, beat the living shite out of me, been in prison ever since. They're finally getting me looked at by a doctor. So I'm like...
I don't believe him.
What? Is that what he's genuinely... He's in A&E in Iraq. I was doing a fucking dance routine to The Weekend. Dun, 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 dun. Next minute, I'm in the fucking Matrix.
He was already handcuffed.
I loved him. Can we have him? Yeah, he's... That was me acting him out.
I know.
Dude, I wasn't saying he was doing the TikTok. Lads, we're all going down for this. So fucking tie yourself up. Dun, 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 dun.
Do you reckon he was videoing him like with guns and shit? Probably.
I've got no idea. I'm giving you all the context I've got. Right?
Oh, you've not got his app? Can we not give him a follow? Who else is following? Merseyside Police. No, he's made a mistake there.
They then call me through, and they're like, right, we're going to do an ECG on you and take some blood. So this girl took some blood out of my arm, and she's like, yeah, I just need to get a little bit out of here. She takes it. I'm all nervous and stuff. And she goes, oh, bloody hell. I was like, right, cool. And she goes, to be honest with you, I've never done blood unsupervised before.
Don't be honest then. Don't be honest. Lie to me, bitch.
Yeah,
lie.
And I went, why are you telling me that? She goes, I'm just making conversation. I was like, just don't make conversation.
That's not good.
Did she struggle to find the vein?
No, she found the vein quite quickly. I've got like a bit of a mark on my arm there. I'll show you in a bit. She didn't do a great job. So it took me blood, sent me back out. Then they brought me back in, and a doctor was like, we're going to do an ECG. So you get all fucking, you know, lasered up. You look like fucking Mewtwo. For
I don't know what ECG is either. Sorry, I'm not me.
It's a heart trace.
Oh, right.
Seeing if your heart's all right.
Right.
So he does that. He's making jokes and stuff. And then he goes, right, you come with me. We're going to have a look at this together. So he's asking me everything that's been going on. And he goes, right, so he goes, your ECG looks okay. What does that mean? What does okay mean? Tell me it's great or that I'm dying. Like,
No, surely he's got an okay or not okay. He can't give you a range.
what do you mean?
Okay is good,
But he did this with his head. He went,
Oh.
your ECG looks okay.
All right.
Right, what's that? What's that mean?
What do you want to score out of 10?
I just want to know, like, okay, it's so ambiguous.
Well, it can't be
Yeah.
fabulous, can it?
Well, I don't know.
Fabulous would be a weird word.
I think it's your ECG is okay or it's not okay.
Your
It's not-
ECG is fucking sexy. Your ECG is bi-curious. I'm getting a hell of a beat off this one.
So he goes, right, he goes,
They love being ambiguous so they don't get pinned down. They don't. That's what
I thought they had to be very, very, very clear and sincere what they were
I think
saying.
ambiguity works really well for medical professionals so they don't get fucking sued at any point. I
Right.
just said it was okay. You know.
Oh, I don't think that's
It's
true.
okay. Meh. I was like, right, okay. He goes, so
Do that.
meh. It's like, so
Your ECG is a pianist.
he goes, we're waiting on your blood test, so could you go and sit in the hallway? And he says it's normally about an hour and a half, might be 2 hours today. And I was like, oh, great, cool. At this point, I realised
Seen a lot of TikTokers.
I hadn't eaten a single thing all day apart from 4 Rennies, which aren't food. So,
That's fact.
because I'd come here, not had breakfast. We didn't really get lunch because we were in a bit of a rush. Then we couldn't get lunch because I delayed the second part and eventually cancelled it. And then I went straight to the hospital. So I had nothing to eat all day. But I couldn't leave in case the results come earlier or whatever. So I'm sat there for like an hour and I'm texting him, whatever. And then he comes back out and he goes, Adam, let's just have another little word. But yeah, he goes, let's just ask some questions. So ask me to take him through me day and what's going on. He goes, and what have you been doing the past few days? I was like, I've been in Spain. He goes, oh, did you drink a little bit more than you normally would in Spain? I was like, well, normally would, probably not. Like, it's probably like, it was a fairly non-boozy holiday compared to my general lifestyle. It wasn't like over the top.
No.
Really.
No, because at every point where it was about to get properly messy,
went to bed.
we just went and got food.
Yeah. So he's like, right, so you've drank a fair bit. He goes, but you flew. I went, yeah. He went, right. How many times have you flown in the past week? I said twice. He goes, He goes, it's probably not DVT, but defo need to wait for your blood test results now. He goes, did you smoke? I went, no. And he goes, did you smoke on holiday? Maybe you were talking to a girl and she had a ciggy and you had a bit. And I went,
Oh.
Yes, you
I
did.
went, hang on.
Oh.
I went, mate, I've got to be honest with you. I had a bit of pot.
Oh.
On the beach as well. The worst place to have it.
I got Marco food. Potted up.
Did you say pod?
I had a bit of pot.
Did he say defo?
What?
Did he say at any point defo? Did he use the word defo?
I don't know. I'm just being, paraphrasing and being colloquial.
Great.
Talking to my own voice.
Great. I just wondered if you were at the hospital or quick fit. I'm not.
That's kicking his
Your
tires.
ECG's not good, but you're fucking the tread on the back tires.
he goes, so you've flown twice in the past week and you've smoked when you don't usually. He goes, that does change things a little bit, so we will defo have to wait for your blood test result. Do you know what? He did say defo. Unless it's a confabulated memory, I can see him saying it.
I'd rather he said defo.
He went, but to be honest with you, I'll eat me hat if you've got a blood clot. And I was like, why have you said the words blood clot out loud? Right? He goes, go and sit back in the hallway. Comes out about
Jamaican?
15 minutes later. And he goes, hi, lad. And I was like, hi, mate. And I thought he had me results. And he goes, let's get you a chest x-ray. Let's go and get your x-rayed. Now,
What time of night is this? It's getting late.
this was about 7:30.
Oh, okay, right.
Right? So I've been there since, 4:30?
Yeah, what the?
Do the chest x-ray. They go and sit back in the corridor. And he goes to me, be out here in a few minutes. I'm like, right. There for another hour and a half. Then a woman comes over. She goes, hello, mate. Hello, mate. You had them wrong, mate? And I went, yeah. She goes, you have to follow me, mate. Takes me back to the original main waiting area of majors and goes, sit there, mate. They'll call you son, mate. About another hour and a half later, Adam, Row. I go in. The girl's like, you all right, babe? I was like, yeah. She goes, got to take more blood off you. There was a problem with the last lot. They want another look. I was like, right, okay. So I gave her my arm, and she goes, oh, I can't do that one because she's made a right mess of that. Like, right, cool. Different girl. Into the other arm. So I had blood taken out of both sides of my body.
At least you'll walk straight.
And she goes, I think you're going to get called like in the next sort of couple of hours. This was at like 10:15. I was like, right, okay. I went, to be honest with you, love, I'm starving. And I've been like fantasizing about getting a Subway for hours now. And she goes, why haven't you gone and got one? There's one over the road. I went, yeah, well, I didn't want to go if you were going to call me. She goes, well, I'll tell them not to call you for the next 20 minutes. Go and get yourself a Subway. Oh, as I got to Subway door, they were locking it up. And I swear to God, you could see the look in the fella's eyes and working in Subway. He was shutting 5 minutes early. It's meant to shut at 10, it's 5:02, and I can see him just like, I make the Subway rules. So I had to go to fucking Tesco, get a little shitty meal deal with a sticker on because it was out of date or whatever. I go back, I'm sat there for hours and hours and hours and hours. No communication, nothing. Haven't been told why I've been brought back through, put in the fucking waiting area. Haven't been told why they needed a second lot of blood. My anxiety's gone through the roof. I already can't breathe anyway, and I've still got the chest pain. That has not subsided in any way, shape, or form. My phone goes down to 5%. I had to text him. Hero, by the way, get yourself a Carl. Brought me a phone charger, which I have brought in for you. It's right there.
1 a.m.
What a bezo.
1 a.m.
It was at 1 a.m.
Just invoice us for that, yeah.
So that's 3 hours after they took the second lot of blood. He come and dropped me that phone charger off. At 2:45, a woman come into the A&E area, a doctor, and I hate people being rude to NHS staff. I hate it. So like there's like a woman complaining, going, excuse me, love. There's people going in who came in after me and I haven't been fucking seen yet. It's a joke. And I just wanted to fucking grab her out of fucking neck and just, you know, until you see the light go out of her eyes. And I fucking love to have killed this cunt. There was also a fella who kept trying to talk. Before you dropped that phone charger off, he sat next to me. He's drunk. He keeps pulling bottles, plural, of wine out of his backpack, having a big swig of it and putting it back. And he's trying to talk to me. And I'm literally just blanking him. At one point, a guy goes to me, hello, mate. You all right, mate? He goes, you're
Irish.
Still doing the comedy and that, mate? And I went, yeah.
No.
You know, right? And he goes, yeah, you don't remember me, mate? And I was like, oh, God. I thought he was a fan at first. He wasn't. I got recognised by the man who used to give the aftershave out in Pop World toilets.
Prince?
No, Martin.
Oh, no. Martin?
You remember Martin. You will remember him if you've seen him. Once he took his ass off, I was like, oh, fucking hell's Martin.
Yeah, he's not doing too well. He's now doing the A&E shift.
Giving the aftershave out.
Lollipop, mate.
No splash, no gash, mate.
That's why every time the doctor has to wash his hands in the surgery, he's just there going, you all right?
Blood all.
Little bit of spray.
I'm not paying £4 for a fucking slice of blood.
Joe, how my brain is working to figure out a aftershave that rhymes with a heart attack.
There's one.
In the comments, thank you.
So it gets to like 2:45 in the morning. And I'm just like, this woman's come out, and I've seen people complain to her all night. And you can see the NHS staff getting really, really annoyed at everyone asking questions. Like people going, can I have an update, please? I've been here for 45 minutes. And it's like, yeah, it takes time. But at this stage, I'm like, it's been 5 hours since I had the second lot of blood taken. Because they told me there was a problem with the first one. And I've had no communication at all since then. So, and I'm also very conscious of who I am as well. Like at one point, this creeps me out as well. And if you're a follower or a fan or whatever, please don't do this because it's fucking weird. Someone DM'd me on Twitter saying, get in the vending machine I was sat next to, because that's where I could plug the phone in. There was a bag of Maltesers, like, you know, stuck in it. And I just got a DM from like a random dud Twitter account saying, give that vending machine a kick and see if those Maltesers fall. And I didn't know who it was from. You know what I mean? It's just weird.
To let you know that they're there and they're watching, but not going, all right.
So I'm conscious of that. So I just went up to the woman and I went, hey, love, can I just ask you a quick favour? I went, look, I know you get this all the time and I know it does all your head in and I hate asking the question, but could I have some sort of update? I had blood taken for the second time at like 10:15. It's nearly 3 o'clock in the morning now. And I'm just wondering like what's going on because, you know, I'm still in a lot of pain and whatever. She goes, what's your name? I had a little label on. She goes, I'll go and check for you now. She goes, I'll come back. 20 minutes later, she comes and shouts to me and she goes, right, come in. She goes, got to apologise for your wait. What's happened there is, you know, when you were in the other like bit round the corner earlier and then you were brought back through, she goes, that doctor, he forgot to pass on your results. They've actually just been sat there for ages. What's happened is I've just had a look at them. Everything's fine. There's nothing wrong with your lungs. There's nothing wrong with your heart, as far as we can tell from your bloods. Obviously, if you go home and it gets a lot worse or you start coughing up blood, then do come back. We are open 24/7. For now, the best thing I can do for you is just give you some painkillers. And I was like, so there's no infection, nothing like that. She goes, not that we can see. Don't think it's pleurisy. Think what's happened is, I think you've got a lot of muscular problems around there. She goes, is it round here and round there? Oh yeah. She goes, yeah, that's more common than not, is like a muscle tear or a lot of inflammation. She goes, so I can give you some codeine and send you on your way. Sent me on my way. Got home at like 3:45, 4 in the morning after getting there at 4:30 at night. And I'd been sat there for hours because the tests had come back and it was fine. A tired doctor has gone, deal with him in a minute, he's fine. Let's deal with someone who's sick.
So basically, when you went to the subway, you could have got the results within half an hour then. You know, you went to the subway, came back, they've just been sat there and you've sat there for 5 hours. And it's because you've not wanted to be a knobhead. You've just sat there going, just let the process play out. They're underfunded. They're all overworked. But actually, it would be better if you were like, what's going on? So from not being a dick, you've had a 5-hour sit down.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Thank you, the Tory government, for strangling the NHS to the point where Adam wanted to strangle that woman.
He's gone though, hasn't he?
Bojo today.
He's a goner.
As we're recording.
Yeah.
What'd be really funny is if we recorded a big, fuck you, he's gone and he doesn't go.
No, he's doing a Jordan Belfort. I'm not fucking leaving. I'm not fucking leaving.
I honestly think it's well documented how much I detest the Tories and Boris Johnson in particular. I have never had more respect for him than yesterday when everyone around was leaving. And it's obvious, it's so obvious to everyone on the planet that he's going. And he just refused to go.
Yeah, because his political strategy is your strategy on the piss. That's why you love it. He's mimicking. Everyone's like, oh, this is done, this. We need to go, Boris. Fuck off, then. I'm saying. I'm going heebie-jeebies. Just on his own, everyone like, he's the problem. Who's he with?
I'd respect him if he just didn't resign at all. I was just like, yeah, sound. Whatever. Just stays until he has to go.
Mate, by the way,
Gareth Bale.
How is the next election 2.5 years away? It feels like they've been in power. This government, Boris Johnson, since they that feels like 5-6 years. So much has fucking happened. The Panny D and all of that bullshit. It's still another 2.5 years before they have to call an election. Oh my God. Oh my God.
It's actually very bad that he's leaving, like for us.
Yeah, because they're just going to rebuild before the election.
Of course, that's why they're circling, because they know they've got 2.5 years now to put Rishi or whoever they want in. If you're a Labour supporter and you want a Labour government, it's way better that this absolute clown car of a clusterfuck of a government trip up and fuck up all the way to an election. Tories are too smart. This is how they keep power. They know that he's unelectable. That's why they're all turning on him.
Yeah. Start again. 2.5 years. Everyone's forgot. Yeah, well, we got back in and we've cleaned it all up and, let's look to a brighter future. Everyone goes, yeah. And it happens again.
Yeah, that's why.
If you're a Tory now, especially a Tory MP or a minister in particular, like Dominic Raab or Priti Patel or Rishi or any of them, who are all going to, like, Raab will stand for leadership now. Rishi probably will as well. That's Sue Ellen who said she's going to do it on Preston last night on ITV.
Did you see Mark Watson's tweet?
What?
Did you see Mark Watson's tweet?
No.
He deleted it because he said he can't be bothered being interviewed, but he went to uni with her and said she'd just constantly get fucked and like pass out on the stairs and you'd have to look after her and stuff. Anyway, and now she wants to run for the country. Like,
I don't really think
he came back and said, listen, I'm not saying it's bad. Everyone gets drunk as a student. He was like, it's mad that I had to look after this person and she has to look after the country.
It's so funny. But like what they're all really happy that Boris Johnson has had to deal with the pandemic, because just whoever was in charge during the pandemic was always going to make several mistakes, and they've made more. He's made more than anyone else would have, obviously. But they can now go, hey, look, we had to back our leader, but we fucked the pandemic up and Brexit because it's him. What a fucking stupid mop-headed cunt. Like, they'll do that. They can go, look, we didn't, we backed him because he's our leader, but he was the problem, not us. And it'll be a totally different thing. It
will be the same leading big boy conservative knobheads in different positions within the government with a new prime minister, and that will be the rhetoric, won't it? Oh, it's a totally different
fresh start.
It's a different premiership, and he will get everything pinned on him. Yeah,
he knows that though, doesn't he?
And Cummings before him.
Yeah. But the fact that he's an idiot or portrayed as one and like just a bumbling buffoon and all that sorts of stuff, it really suits them to have had him in charge during this time, because they can literally go, he's not like any of us, we've always hated him, he's a gobshite. Like, not in as many words. Very much plays into their hands. I mean, however, because Keir Starmer, like, I'll vote for him because we have to, because he's the best of a bad bunch, but he is useless big ham-faced fuck.
I know, but what you're meant to do if you're the Labour leader, you've just got to look professional, haven't you? In the light of it's just such a catastrophe on the other aisle. I think
you should have jumped on a little
Keir
bit.
Starmer's, the judgment of Keir Starmer begins now up until the election, because he's basically played quite a steady fucking innings, hasn't he? Just watching that be a mess. Now his real competition starts, because he's going to fight an election against whoever these cunts are putting forward.
The Have a Word Independence Party. That's who he has to beat.
The Have a Word Independence Party.
Yeah. That's who he's going to beat. We've got 2.5 years. Like Ali G. Let's get the fuck.
We want independence, do we?
What? Yeah, no, we're an independent party.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were like a single issue party. We want independence. We're going to buy some land in South Liverpool. Near Speak.
We want our studios to be an independent country. We're in here. I'm just like, yeah, this is it.
Right, we're going to have to get Finn a gun, and we're going to have to up his hours, because he's going to have to guard the border. You mean the front door? Yeah, the front door. The border. Build a wall.
I reckon we get more votes than most. I reckon we'd come fourth.
We'd sell the fourth most votes, but we'd actually finish 101st.
It's all about downloads now with these. I tell you who's a cunt. Lad baby. Standard. Holy shit. I know people don't love us talking about politics, but it just feels like...
It's a big day, innit?
The election where they won was the same month that we started the podcast, basically. It was the month after. We did our pilot in December 19. So this podcast has succeeded, and they've been such the backdrop politically has been COVID and these cunts, and it's a big day to see that fucking custard-titted idiot just wander off.
He'll have another job in
No.
government.
No. He
I
won't.
had sex for a while, and you said custard titted then, and I imagined a really attractive woman with custard on her tits, and now I'm hungry and horny.
To call Boris, you must be horny if I go Boris Johnson's custard tits.
No, but you didn't name him.
Oh, custard titted.
So just in my head, it was just like Mila Kunis with custard all over her going, come and fucking lick this ambrosia off me.
She's got little boobies.
What?
She's got really little boobies.
She's very attractive, isn't she?
Fucking hell, mate. Of course she is.
Custard.
Ambrosia.
Can you imagine Mila Kunis dating some knobhead from the north of England? She's like, what do you want me to put on my tits? Custard, love. Custard. Bread and butter pudding. Oh, yeah.
Angel delight.
Are you a little horny sausage? Is this what a new Prime Minister does for you? Oh, fucking hell. When Bojo goes, fucking little Vinny gets hard.
Yeah.
Just watching BBC News wanking. Yes, another resignation. Oh, like edging.
I just want him to come out, because you got to do the whole in front of 10 Downing Street, hasn't he?
As gay.
Turns out.
No, he just.
I love the dick.
No, he just comes out and just literally does the Jordan Belfort. Like, you all think I'm going, yeah? I'm not. And then just goes back into his house and puts the telly.
Locks the door.
And then you see at the window Finn with a gun. Oh, he's in Turkey.
Fucking in the windows.
Yeah, there's no one there because he hasn't got a government. It's like Home Alone, you know, when Kevin McAllister rigs up all like Michael Jordan thing.
He just puts the
fucking
music
hell,
on.
it's banging in. He must have a new government.
Just puts the music on dead loud. Boris! I'm going nowhere.
Rocking around the Christmas tree. Fucking dickhead. He's not coming back. He's done.
Do you reckon?
Oh, he's done. Toxic.
Tony
Done.
Blair came back.
No, he didn't.
He's got a role as a foreign.
Oh, no. Not in the government.
No. I meant he'll have a position of, one of them gobshite.
But not in the parliamentary part. He's done. He'll go on to be. He's fucking wealthy anyway. But you won't see him like with a ministerial role. He don't.
I hope so.
I think it'd be really, really, really funny to just make him chancellor. Like if the next 5 minutes just makes him chancellor, it's like yeah.
Oh my god.
Nothing you can do. He's me mate.
He's sound.
I've got to a point with politics now, right, where I've truly given up. I've got no fight in me left. Like I'll keep voting Labour, I'll keep tweeting the right things, and I'll keep, I want Labour to win. I really, really do. I want the lives of ordinary people to be great. But I'm just gonna have to, because I watched Prime Minister's Questions twice this week. I watched it the day after all the resignations, and I managed to enjoy that one. But normally when I watch it, I get fucking angry because it's just a load of twats who are meant to be running the country laughing about how shit it is, and like Keir Starmer or whoever the leader of the opposition comes up and they have to make a little joke, and then some of the Tories like we don't agree with you, but good one, Keir, and everyone else behind him's like Ray! But if you clap you get told off. I hate it. It's such a big fucking circus and charade of fucking bullshit. I hate it, but I'm gonna have to just start enjoying it. So like yesterday when Boris Johnson just refused to leave for a bit, I actually really enjoyed watching that. Just watching him go, no. What? Rishi's left, has he? Yeah. I've got this cunt. Who is he? Even I don't know.
Just doing fucking in the like, just Googling anyone up for it, and anyone local.
It's just agency, on it. We just need agency ministers. Bring them in, £15 an hour.
Getting people out of Subway and Mackey's.
Michael Gove came in and went, dude, I'm your mate, but you've got to go. And he went, I've got to go. You've got to go. Sacked. Get out. Get out. You can't. Never love you any. Just drunk and heebie-jeebies. Fuck off home then. Get an Uber. Pussy. I'll drink with this guy.
Do you want to be Chancellor?
Yeah. Homeless John.
I thought that was Nadine Dorries.
All right, yeah. As soon as I found some trousers, I'll run the
She's the worst one for me.
I would lean back and volley her head off so hard it would never land. It just
Scouser in a Twitter bio.
Yeah, that I have to ignore that. The fact that she has the word Scouser in her bio riles something up deep inside.
Because she isn't a Scouser. She's from Liverpool. She's not a Scouser.
She's a fucking bitch.
Different things.
She's a fucking bowl-headed bitch.
I'm more Scouse than that bitch.
100%.
Oh,
without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah.
Is she welcome back in the city? No, you're not a Scouser then.
I'm selling very well in Liverpool. Shall we have a little intervalle?
Sure.
Yes. Wag lids. Hope you're enjoying today's patron exclusive. We've got some new merch that you can see over my boobie.
Is this real?
This is an ad, this.
Oh, for the merch.
For the merch that you're wearing.
Get one of these ones, but when you buy it, get one that fits you.
They come in different sizes, but I would definitely maybe order one size up, unless you want to feel like it's a Tammy Girl starter bra.
haveawordpod.com is where you get the merch from, and it'll save you wearing that pile of shite that you're wearing at the minute.
We just said don't be doing the mean thing of, you look like a fucking pedo. Get some merch, but he can't help himself.
But look at them. Look through the camera at the fucking scruffy twat on the other side of it.
I like you. I think you look good.
Fucking pathetic.
But you'll look better in Have a Word Pod merch.
That's what I was saying, just in a more polite way.
And that's here, because Carlo put the graphic in.
Haveawordpod.com, if you can't read.
Get on me.
Are we back?
Yeah, we're back.
I'm back.
I'm drinking Sneak. Use code WORD10.
There's only 50 discount codes, so make sure one of them's you.
And then after that, if you could still put in word 10 to let them know we sent you. It's genuinely great. It's way better than all the other energy drinks I've been drinking. And it makes me happy. And I'm a better person because of it. I don't want to oversell it, but I was having doubts.
It's a great pot alternative as well.
I was having doubts.
To get off the pot.
Yeah.
I was onto the Sneak.
I used to do drugs. Now I don't. I do Sneak. You shouldn't snort it, but I do. That's ruined that little thing, isn't it?
There you go, Sneak. You happy?
You got to send it to Sneak. Sneak like, these guys are crazy, but the sales are through the fucking roof.
And a New York-based Jewish company.
Oh my God.
Al Pacino was the CEO.
Sneak coming out of fucking ass. You got a great ass and you got your sneak all the way up it. Sneak. Word 10.
Come on, mate. You got questions, mate?
Are you bored of that?
Yes, mate.
I'm at Ruffle Comedy Club in Newcastle under Lyme, Thursday, the 14th of July for a preview. So if you're in the Stoke, Newcastle under Lyme area, danspreviews.com. Thank you very much. I'm
doing a gig on the Isle of Skye to raise money for dwarves with no feet.
Oh, you know,
he gives back.
You're so about charity.
Yeah. It's just a charity that's very close to my heart.
Yeah.
Why?
Why is it?
Why is dwarves with no feet very close to your heart?
Because of Stumpy Jeff. Adam's tell. Adam's great tell. What did he say? What did he think? No, because his little mate Stumpy Jeff.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Oh, sorry.
When I was a kid.
Oh, here we go.
I was stuck in a tree and I was helped down by a dwarf with no feet.
Wow.
How did he climb the tree?
What? It was a woman.
How did she climb the tree?
She never climbed the tree. She caught me.
With no feet.
They've phenomenal upper body strength, dwarves with no feet.
Yeah. Because they got to compensate.
They have to drag themselves around.
Yeah.
It's a fact.
And dwarves
Can't be offensive if it's a fact.
The name of this podcast.
Dwarves with no feet drink sneak.
Yeah.
Bars.
So the point you're making is come and see me in Newcastle under Lyme. Yeah?
Or the Isle of Skye.
Oh, sorry, the Isle of Skye, yeah.
I'm on the Isle of Skye, yeah.
You're on the Isle of Skye.
Dwarveswithnofeet.com/the Isle of Skye.
That fucking charity name is on the nose, isn't it? They don't fuck about. The proper Ron sealed that charity website. Should we give this to a marketing team? Nah. People need to know what it is. It's Dwarves There's No Feet.
.com.
/the
/the Isle of Skye.
/the Isle of Skye. We sell more tickets on the mainland. Shut up.
Do you know he's the favourite for the next Grand National? Ron Seal. Good over fences.
Get out. Get out of the studio. Go and find the pizza. Fucking hell. Carl's supporting me in Newcastle if you want to come with his zingers. Andrew Vaughan says, sup lids? So seeing as you're probably an hour away from 15,000 patrons, already got it, Andrew.
Bitch.
Already got it. When did you write this? The past.
We need to get it again though, don't we?
No, don't worry about that. I can't even think about that. Check your card. I reckon you guys need an official Have a Word beer made. Turns out I'm a brewer. God, it's amazing that he worked that out halfway through the email. It's like, oh, hang on. This is a great question. And I brew beer and would love the chance to make it for you. You guys can decide style, strength, etc. I'll make it and either keg it or bottle it for Yaz. Ah, he's fucking cool. This guy.
Can we not just buy some Peroni and get him to bottle that? Because I've just got a feeling that anyone who listens to us who brews beer is a bit shit at it.
Only payment I would like is to be able to have a pint of the stuff with you to celebrate your 15K. That's off the table. Thank you so much for the laughs you've given me so far. Keep doing what you're doing. That's from Andrew Vaughan, the brewer.
I don't think he's very good.
I think if we do make it, we make it the most.
This is a new lane for you, isn't it? Just directly attacking everyone that emails in. I'm thinking about doing stand-up. You'll be shite. I make beer. Fucking nonce. I don't want any pedo bit. Right, what are we calling our bit? First of all, I think we should all have a beer named after us.
Okay.
And then have a word beer. And I'm Stumpy Jeff, and 10% of the profits go to Dwarves with No Feet.
I think mine should be called the King of Beers. No one's gone near that before.
The King of Beers?
Yeah.
Right.
Don't bite.
What?
I told them not to bite. Keep them teeth in your head.
Ladry? I think Ladry could do a nice little...
Lidwiser.
Lidwiser?
It's too close to mine.
I don't know. Yeah, I'd like the idea. I think it'd do.
I reckon we do like 25% strength as well.
What sort of vibe are you going for your beer? Are you going IPA? APA?
Farouk and Bradshaw?
I'm going IRA. Yeah, I want a nice IRA. You know.
That's where it gives you like a 30-minute warning and then your bowels explode.
Every sip you get a phone call. You're about to shit yourself. You got 3 minutes to get in the toilet. Well, that was offensive. Especially if you're a Northern Irish dwarf with no feet.
They've all been shipped out. They're all on the Isle of Skye. That's why I'm doing the gig there.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Have you not been to the Isle of Skye recently?
Well, I'm going.
Fuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you come with me?
Mate, I think I'm missing that charity gig. I love charity gigs. The real gig is in Newcastle. The not good one.
Go flavoured.
No.
Because
I
like a flavour.
I mean, I like a lighter lager, but I don't know if that's what gets made. You know, everything's of like Adam said, a fruity IPA.
I'm making strawberry and lime stout.
Oh,
it'd sell.
Yeah.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
That does sound like it's going to give you the shits. I think that should be the IRA. That sounds like it's coming out pretty quick. Stout. Sit with hints of what if I just sneak flavours? Strawberry and watermelon with caffeine in a bitter.
And it can only be served as a 6-pint glass. Like that's otherwise you can't enjoy it.
So you're entertaining this idea, and I'm finding it a bit offensive because I feel like I've definitely suggested we move into the beer market before, and you've shut it down. I'm getting sick at this company. I constantly come up with groundbreaking ideas to expand this business, and they're shit all over until fucking Andy writes in, "Oh, I'll make you a beer," and then it's all good.
I can't remember you making the suggestion about going into beer. I don't know if you've just made it in your head, in a dream, if you've said it in a dream. Well, lads, we just need to stop brewing alcohol.
Whistle for it.
Whistle for it.
Simple.
That's the name of one of the beers. Whistle for it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Whistle for it's actually not a bad name for a sort of... Yeah.
No, because you whistle on the bartender and it's a bit sexist, isn't it? Yeah.
You know what I want.
I'm so sorry that I've not embraced more of your ideas for forwarding this company. Yeah.
I'm glad you...
Now, you apologise for having the ideas and then instantly forgetting you've said it and wandering off?
No.
Right.
When does that happen?
Yeah. All right, Andrew, send us in some samples and we'll talk.
Yeah, send us in your best work, and then we'll judge whether you're good enough to make our beer, because I feel like we could get Heineken on board for this.
I want a big-fingered Welshman.
To make it?
To stir it. Oh, Finn, it's going everywhere.
Do you know, I seen a thing the other day, apparently, do you know when you pour a bottle of beer into a glass, you always pour it so that you get basically no head on it. You pour it like really... Apparently you're not meant to do that, and it makes you sick. Apparently you're meant to sort of get quite a lot of head on it.
Oh, no, I try and get a little bit of head on it.
You're meant to pour it maybe like an inch, and then the rest you're supposed to go fucking mad and let it get a big head.
All right.
Why does it make you sick?
Because if you don't let the bubbles come out of it, then they stay in it. And then when like food goes in your stomach, that's what makes you sick.
That won't be the case with the...
TikTok is not only fun, it's educational.
It's also dangerous.
It's fucking dangerous. I'm doing 5 years for fucking TikToking. Adam Briggs says, follow up to the Catherine Ryan backstage programme we talked about. I was surprised how nervous some people get. Is that for the show, like a TV show, or do comedians actually get that nervous pre-gig? And who is the most nervous comedian you have ever seen?
It's very common, isn't it? It's a very common misconception that comedians are confident people. Very insecure and nervous people, comedians. I've never been like that. Occasionally I've got nervous. I sometimes get nervous if I'm filming, because I'm like, you've got one chance to get this right and it matters because a lot of people are going to see it. Whereas when it's just a normal gig, like without being disrespectful, I'm like, oh, if it's a bad gig, it doesn't quite, if I fluff a few words, it doesn't matter because I'll fix it tomorrow.
You're also not, it's not in your character type to be nervy. You, me, Danny Mac, Paul Smith, you could be in a dressing room with us and be like, if you didn't know who we were or what we were doing, you could be like, yeah, they're all waiting to just get a taxi and go for a bit of food or something. Then there are some people who are hyper. Like Russell Kane is a fucking brilliant comedian.
Bag of nerves.
He is a bag of nerves. He's just...
Barry Dodds is the most nervous I've seen, I think.
Barry Dodds gets nervous before he's left his house, ringing up going, where am I parking? Where am I parking? He just does all anxiety.
And he does like if he's talking to someone called Ian.
Parking?
Get out.
Get out.
E. Where am I parking? E for Ian.
I like
Yeah.
it. Should get him for the Isle of Skye. He'd love that.
Yeah, a lot of comics get very, very, very nervous. It's just, for me, I've always just been like, if you're doing new material, I can understand you getting nervous, but even then, I'm not asked. But like when you're doing your tried and tested stuff that you know works, I suppose I've got a bit of arrogance about it where I'm like, I know it works, and if it doesn't work tonight, it's their fault.
Yeah, unless they get. So last week I did a horsey corporate, which wasn't meant to be a horse corporate. We got booked for a gig by Bren Riley. Bren was like, Bren's the guy who compared my first ever gig, and he still runs gigs, and some of them are lovely, and then some of them are fucking mental. And that's the Bren Riley gigging experience. Like, there's a raffle where you don't need a raffle. And I like working with him. He's dead sound. And he, to be fair to him, I think he got sold something different. But the point is, we all turned up.
He compared the first gig me and Carl ever attended.
Oh, really?
In the Empire, yeah.
He was one of the nicest people you could ever ask.
Royal Court.
Oh, was it? Royal Court. He was one of, in terms of my first ever gig, it was him, a guy called Rainer Hirsch, and Richard Morton. And Rainer Hirsch was really horrible to me, just like dead mean. He's now got a fucking massive YouTube following. He does like classical music and comedy.
Sounds
and it's
good.
ace.
What's a horse corporate?
And on Thursday, so I still gig for him once in a while. There's not a lot now. We're doing one-man shows. I'm basically off the circuit, but it was 400 quid and it was round the corner from my house in Chester. And he was like, yeah, it's just a nice gig at a castle. It was a horsey corporate. It was Countryside Tories. And got there, and I had Will and Dave filming with me. I tell you what that is brilliant for. You know, you said about, you know, you get nervous when you're filming something. When we were at the Philharmonic for your filming special, I think I was more nervous than you, because I was like, I know what's gone into this. This is important. This is it. So I felt tense. Every time the little round of applause started, I was like trying, our line were like, yeah, like trying to get it going. That felt real. Having a camera crew there when it's more sort of documenting what you're up to, it's a weird feeling because you're like, oh, this is like interesting. Every shit gig is potentially a really funny little YouTube clip.
Yeah.
So I got there and it was just the normal drive into a sort of festival type thing. You drive around the back, there's like an access road, and then you round the back of the marquee. I got out and Will Hutchby was already there. And you'll know Will because he films the specials. He's just been with us all weekend in Barcelona filming. He'll become much more visual as part of Have a Word because he's doing a lot more. I got to him, and he's a very positive guy, isn't he?
Will.
Yeah, super positive. If Will goes, this is fucked, I'd be genuinely worried because he's chipper all the time. I got there, and he had the biggest grin on his fucking face. I got out the car, and he's filming straight away, and I was like, you all right? He was like, yes. I was like, what? He was like, this is mental. Bren came over and he was like, all right, happy days. He's, again, Bren Riley, very happy guy. Nervous. Didn't look. Because he knew what he'd sold to us was a bit of a friendly gig, decent wedge compared to a normal circuit gig. He'd obviously walked in and gone, oh shit, it looks like a corporate. It feels like a corporate. But because I was filming, I was like, yeah, don't worry, it's fine. But he was nervous. Like, oh, bit of a weird one. So he went up through the bar into the marquee. It's very difficult to describe this. It looked like the sort of big, posh marquee that you see corporate gigs at. Hell of a lighting rig, really good sound system. The tables weren't miles away from the stage. So I was like, it looks playable. Then glass siding on the other side, looking down onto a little sort of stadium, almost like an amphitheatre, with a huge stately home on one hill, and then a little horse sort of oval, like, you know where they do
dressage,
the dressage, except they've got the little
pony show.
What do they call them? The jumps. And they've got like a course of that out, and then a fucking Mitsubishi whatever 4x4. So I walked out and everyone's watching it. So these horsey Tories have obviously got bored of like, yeah, just racing horses around is fucking dull. What we should do is get a jockey to, this was what they were watching. The jockey has to go over 6 jumps in like a figure of 8 thing. That's timed. And then at the last jump, they have to jump off the horse, run over a little thing themselves. They have to jump over a little jump themselves. So the little jockey jumps over it, then gets in the back of a fucking SUV that's driven by a celebrity around the track, and they have to go through little fucking gates. Michael Owen was driving one of the cars when I got there.
What?
So I walked in and they were like, okay, next is Lady Von Schnitzelfuck, and driving the car is Michael Owen. You know when you're having an out-of-body experience going, what on earth is this? So that happened. That was just... And I went on stage and tried to take the mickey out of it, but you're like, what was that? And they're like, that's what we do. I was like, that's basically what happens if you drink too much Prosecco and cocaine. You're like, fuck, horses are fine. What if we just got a fucking car out there?
Michael Owen in an SUV driving around.
Footballer, we're paying him a decent corporate fee. Michael, get in the Mitsubishi, darling.
What was his job?
He raced the car and then they timed it. So he does now. So the horse race and the drive combined was the time. They had a leaderboard and everything. And then it was back in, and then classic corporate. Yeah, people are this side and that side, cordoned off. All of the middle people next to the stage were like the VIPs. Michael Owen to the side.
Did you speak to Michael Owen?
Wait! A bastard twatting minute. You've had this under your hat this entire time that you did a horsey gig and Michael Owen was there. And you've held this in all through the holiday, through the Patreon special this week. You've kept back that Michael Owen was drag racing a Mitsubishi round Cheshire.
With a jockey in the back.
With a jockey in the back. And then you did stand up to him.
And no one was laughing. They're like, God, bloody hell, well done, Michael.
How many rabbits did he run over?
Honestly, I just kept...
That old rabbit slaughtering cunt, isn't he?
I kept thinking, mate, you've got the wrong people driving these cars. It'd be fucking brilliant if like horsey Tories were like, oh my God, you've done really well, Tabitha. You've got over 4 jumps really quickly. And then they had someone come from like Wrexham called Kev with a souped out fucking amazing dump valve and everything.
If I was you there, I would have refused to go on stage unless they give me a go of the car or one of the horses.
So they all start filtering.
Come on, Michael. I'll make you look like a soft cunt. I'm a sign of a Man United, do you? You dirty fucking turncoat cunt.
Is that the car?
No, I want a horse.
Oh.
So you do the horse and then you jump in the car.
What cars have you been in?
Okay, Michael driving. You're like, you're a shit house. Yeah.
No, I want him on a horse as well.
Right.
I'm telling you right now, let me write to camera. Listen, if anyone knows Michael Owen, right, tell that little fucking bitch, horse race, anywhere, anytime. I'll make you look a soft swat.
Yeah, get that to him. Because well-known fact about Michael Owen, if you horse race challenge him, he always takes you up on it. It's his reputation. It's all about that.
Yeah.
It's Marty McFly. Don't call him a chicken.
It's just like that. So I did the gig. And I was like enjoying how ridiculous it was. It was just so absurd. There was girls in jodhpurs and it was just so not my world. And it looked posh. Of course it was. And Bren was getting a bit like, because he's responsible for it. The headliner came in, and I'm not going to say his name because I don't want to, he was fuming. He walked in and was just annoyed because he was like, this wasn't what I... so without the cameras there, it's just like, what is the point of this? With the cameras there, Will was just watching me deal with this. And I was in a weirdly good mood. Then Bren went, I was like, this is playable. It's weird as fuck, but it's playable. Bren did about 3.5, 4 minutes comparing. And went to me, because I was booked for 2025, he went, whatever you can do. And that's his gig. And we already pre-gig. And I have to say, if we're talking about nerves, I was absolutely fine. And even before I went on stage, I was like, if this is anywhere from 5 out of 10 up, I've had a bonus here. This is just because it looks so wrong. There was a little moment where I was like, not nerves, but that's when I get a little bit out of my comfort zone, when it's clearly all over the shop. Even though mentally you could say, you've got a free pass here. Doesn't matter if you die. You'll know what I mean. I never want to have a bad gig.
No, I've got to be honest with you. I've got to respectfully disagree. I never want to have a bad gig. You are right. I suppose we agree on that.
There's a reason. Even if there's a reason for it, I still want to rip the gig.
Oh, I want to. However, in a circumstance like that doesn't make me nervous. I want to rip the gig, but if this goes badly, I'm quite happy to drive this so far into the ground and make sure I ruin their night more than they've ruined mine.
Hey. Michael Owen. So Bren Riley went...
Honestly, at that gig, sorry to interrupt you.
You just drive it in.
Oh my God.
You horsey Tory cunt.
No, I would have literally just started ripping him as a Liverpool fan. I'd have been like, you fucking hate me. You think you hate me? You've got no idea how much I hate this cunt here. I'd have fucking absolutely pile drive that night. They'd have had to like, they'd have to pull me off stage. I'd have been on there for 45 minutes.
There was one point where Michael Owen, because Bren talked to Michael Owen at first, I was like, oh, he doesn't want to be spoken to. I suppose it was natural to be drawn to it. So by the time I got on, I think he'd gone, I don't want to be dealing with comedians all night. So he wasn't looking at me. So I started playing. There was about 10, 15 people at the front who were all right. No, it wasn't great. The material wasn't really working. You know when you get to the bit and you're like, okay. As soon as I chatted to someone, it got a laugh. So it became that. Because, like, I like doing my stuff properly, but I also, if you can get a laugh another way, I'm a compere at heart, so I will fuck around with the crowd, and that was working all right. In the end, some 28-year-old Swedish girl was dating a 19-year-old, and that was an easy tap in. But the point when I was really trying to make the jokes work, Michael Owen obviously went, all right, we'll give this guy a go. So I saw him sort of turn in his chair to go, all right, let's give him a go. And I clocked it, and he went, yeah, watch for a bit. One of my punchlines didn't land, and he went, okay. Just turned away.
He's a shithouse.
Yeah.
Oh, he loves turning away, doesn't he?
So even though I was
turning his attention to it shouldn't be.
Even though I was like, yeah, fuck it, it's just weird. At least we've got it on camera. There was a moment where I'm like, I know what you mean. Like, it doesn't matter. It's a fucking mess of a gig. Like, Bren was dead apologetic and
in my head, that would be my Bill Burr Philadelphia moment.
Oh, wow.
The Cheshire Horse Council, or whatever they call themselves.
It was called the Horace and Dordal Health. Oh, my God. It was like, it was so fun. Shout out to the patron as well.
Are you sure you didn't misread it? It was the Horse and Dordal.
No, the company in there
was horses like who dawdle, who can't run.
It's a charity thing. They used to do it on the Isle of Skye, but they couldn't sell any fucking tickets. The Dawdling Horses charity. Yeah, we moved that to the mainland. But we've hired out the marquee to the
Mitsubishi boys.
We've hired out the old marquee on the Isle of Skye to the
horses just dawdle, so we needed a bit more excitement. So we've got a car involved.
Feet.
Brought Michael Owen along.
He loves his horses, doesn't he?
So
he owns
fucking
about
bizarre.
5, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's a racehorse cunt.
Yeah.
Loves the black ones.
Right. Question from Lee. All right, my lids. Question to each of you. If you had to take the lead role in a panto, which one would it be?
Cinderella.
You'd be Cinderella?
Yeah.
What does she do?
What?
Well, she's
where have I put me fucking shoes?
Isn't Cinderella the poor working class one that gets like...
Yeah, her sister's like fucking
she has a glow up, doesn't she?
Yeah, because she starts banging a prince who's got magical powers.
She gets taken. Right, oh my God. Let's do what Adam thinks all of the fucking... Talk me through Cinderella.
So she goes to this ball.
Right.
Yeah. She's got boss new shoes on. Like everyone's like, wow, look at her shoes.
How's she got those?
What?
Scratch card.
I think she won them.
Yeah.
In a size raffle.
A charity event. Isle of Skye.
She won them. And everyone's like, because all her sisters are like, you're an ugly bitch, you. And she's like, I'm fucking not. I just haven't got nice shoes. So then she wins a pair of nice shoes, goes to the ball, looks sick. There's a prince there, I think.
Yeah.
Or like like proper Disney shit.
And he's dead sound. He's like charming.
And he's like, fucking look at the key mark on that. Right?
That's what he says. That's a line. Walt Disney wrote that.
And then she gets off. I think before midnight, because I think at midnight she's like the Gremlins and she turns into like a goblin or something.
No, she's got a security tag. Yeah, she's tagged. Yeah.
Something like that.
It's the last bus, isn't it?
She has to get off and she one of her shoes comes off. And I think it's sort of because it's like a kid's film, they sort of like, oh, she didn't even notice the shoes come off, which is obviously bollocks. I think what happened is she's like, I'll leave that there. Let's hope that prince brings me webs. And he's like, hey, these are yours and this is me cock. And then the next day, he does turn up at her house. And he's like, got your fucking Cindy's shoes here. And her dad's like,
your Cindy's?
Her dad's like, listen, you want to talk to our Cindy? And he's like, yeah, I think I'm in love with her. And he's like, it's like the ugliest daughter I've got. You know, I've got fucking fit daughters, me. And the prince is like, no, I'm only after her. And then they get married and suck each other off. She's got a dick as well.
Oh, she's trans. Great. Disney Plus, if you want to watch that, that's been animated. Can we do our? You know,
It's only 5 minutes long as well. That wasn't an abridged version.
I know it's quick. He was doing the script. Fucking keen lad on it.
Okay, then. What about Snow White?
Snow White.
They've all got feet, by the way.
Yeah, they've all got feet in this one.
Yeah.
Lucky bastards.
Snow White. So, Snow White's sort of part of the inspiration for Shrek, innit? Like, she's a kip, and someone goes to rescue her, but there's a load of fucking dwarves with feet.
We're whipping through this one, yeah.
With feet.
Yeah,
7, I think. I think there's 7 of them.
What Shrek's this?
No, but the fact she's like a princess who needs rescuing.
Oh, Shrek
Yeah,
2.
Puss in Boots. What?
Shrek
Right.
2.
So there's loads of dwarves, and they're all like protecting her because they all think she's like magical or whatever. It's like, what? They've all got like guns and bow and arrows and that.
Right. Now we're doing Lord of the Rings. Yeah.
And then
There's a one ring.
so the fella who's sort of been told she's in there and you need to rescue her, you need to kiss her to wake her up, I think. And he sees all the dwarves, sparks them all,
Twat. Bang, bang, bang. Kick. Oh, kick. I'm going to kick a dwarf.
beats the shit out of all 7 dwarves. And they've got like names which match their personalities. So there's Happy, Sleepy, and 5 other ones.
Wanky,
And then-
rapey.
He gets a neck. She wakes up and she's like, "What the fuck have you done to all me dwarves?" And he's like, "Oh, fucking knocked them out because they were trying to stop me getting to you." And she's like, "Oh." And then I think she introduces him to the dwarves, and they all become friends and a big family. And that's the end of that one.
That's Snow White.
Snow White.
That's Snow White. And she's got a dick.
I don't think you ever find out.
Oh, ambiguity.
I don't think there's any pictures of Snow White's pussy in the film.
What else is there done?
Aladdin.
Aladdin, I think this is like the sort of Lady in the Tramp sort of thing, innit? So he's a pauper and he works in a carpet shop, and he
Does he? Run some carpets, mate.
He's got a magic carpet.
I thought he works at like a carpet shop.
He does. No, he does. He makes a carpet world on
And
next
he's got a little pet monkey that can talk, and that's his like assistant. And the monkey's like, "This carpet's magic, you know." So he doesn't sell that one. He puts that in the back. He's like, "I'm having that."
Having that.
Right. And then
He fucking
meets
courses in the
he
garage.
meets Jasmine, the princess.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
she's
yeah.
like, "You're not fucking good enough for me. You're a fucking carpet shop worker." And he's like, "Listen, girl, do you want to ride on my fucking carpet? Forget these Bugattis and shit that all these fellas have got.
Yeah.
I've got a fucking carpet." And he's like, "What?" And he takes it in the sky, and she's like, "Fuck off. I'll absolutely suck you off now."
Right.
She sucks him off. The monkey's there, like, clapping along. Happy ever after.
Right. So we're not doing the genie in this Aladdin, are we?
Oh, the genie.
Yeah. Works at the carpet.
Oh, no, I think I've got it wrong. So he works at a carpet shop. The princess comes and she's like, "Fuck off, you're just a carpet shop worker." He finds the lamp, rubs it. Genie comes out and he goes, "Can you make one of these fly?"
Yeah.
And the genie's like, "Do you not just want a Bugatti?" He's like, "This will be better." Everyone's
Got
got
3
Bugatti.
wishes, and he goes, "Yes, mate. Massive dick. Want to be fucking jacked." What
Yeah.
else does he wish for? Can't remember.
Flying carpet.
No, he's already got flying carpet from the carpet.
No. That's where I got confused. I think he has to wish for the carpet to be flying. I think it's just a normal carpet.
Oh, I think it's money off underlay from the suppliers.
Discount. I think he gets it at cost, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Because he knows John who owns the carpet shop.
He wants a bigger discount off
And
underlay.
he wants a bigger dick and a discount. He wants a bigger dick and a bigger discount.
Yeah.
Baz.
And they're doing a live action remake of Aladdin, and I think Carpetright are like bidding for the product placement.
Oh, they've done it. They've done it. Will Smith played the genie. It was set in Carpet Right. It was Carpet World Edge Lane.
Carpet World Edge Lane.
Yeah, it was Carpet World Edge Lane. Did you not see Will Smith down there?
No, I didn't see
The
that one.
KFC loads.
Yeah, I think that's that one.
Pocahontas.
Pocahontas.
What?
Pocahontas.
Panto.
Oh,
Pocahontas
we're doing
the Panto.
pantos. Sorry. I mean, it would be a great panto. What are you trying to say? What else?
A random thing to get eggy about. What are you trying to say about Pocahontas? Be a great panto.
Is Pocahontas Asian or Native American?
Native American.
Native American.
Yeah.
Right.
John Smith.
Yeah. So I think she goes like wandering through like the hills and that.
That's where she lives.
That's it.
I don't know what she gets up to.
He comes over
Oh.
on like the Mayflower, John Smith,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Wow, she's fit." She's like, an Indian.
Yeah.
One of them, indigenous.
Native American.
And he's like, Native American. We don't even speak the same language, but she's got lovely tits.
Yeah.
Start
Look at the
banging.
keyword on that.
Yeah,
It's the same in
basically
every
look at the
language,
keyword.
isn't it?
Yeah.
What about Peter Pan?
Peter Pan. Right, okay. I know this one. Peter Pan. He sort of, I think it's never sort of actually explicitly said, but he basically runs Dreamworld. Like when kids go a kip,
Oh yeah.
Peter Pan turns up and he's like, and it's real as any reality is.
Never Neverland.
Yeah, Never Neverland. That's Dreamland.
Oh yeah, it's next to Carpet World on Edge Lane. Isn't it?
It's behind it, yeah.
It's Never Neverland.
So
Access Road.
kids go a kip and
There's the Mega Bowl.
he visits them in a dream and he's like, you can fly. And they're like, fuck off. No, I can't. And he's like, fucking watch this. He's like, what? And then he takes them up and they're like, woo! Takes them to Neverland. There's obviously Captain Hook's there.
He's a right nonce.
Is that Michael Jackson?
What?
Is Michael Jackson Captain Hook?
I don't know what you mean.
We're in Neverland and there's a bad guy.
No, different Neverland.
Right.
You've got confused there.
Captain Hook's the bad guy, and he's like, I'll fucking kill any kid, mate. Look at me hook, I'll fucking hook them to death, lad. Right?
I think Peter Pan's had his hand. I think that's why, yeah.
And Peter Pan is like, what? Peter Pan is just like protecting all the kids so that they can have a fun time in Neverland. And then the next day they wake up to go to school, blah, go back a kip, starts again.
Cool. That one sounds mental.
Sound that, you know.
Yeah. So which one? Who do you want to play? What's your dream?
I think I'd make a good genie in Aladdin.
Yeah. I'd love to blue you up.
Yeah. I'm gonna blow up for the role.
Let's blue up.
Is that offensive?
No. To what? Smurfs? Oh, you'd be all right. I think the Everton fans on Twitter would have quite a good time of it. I think it might be offensive to you. Who's this offensive to? Something's ringing a bell here. Yeah. Well, that was a lot of fun nonsense. Thanks for your questions. Send any more you have in to haveawordpod@gmail.com. And if you're a patron, direct message on Patreon. You get priority on the questions.
Let's have a break and get have a word legend that's never been on the episode.
Cha! Oh, wait.
Cha! Upset me, nasty bitch!
All right, Lids, we've got a new Manscaped advert. Hey, you! Yeah, you! God, Bush! You definitely do. If you haven't tried the best products from our sponsor today, Manscaped. Taking control of your bush is important, isn't it, Carl? These products are so good, you're going to be showing pride in your new bush-free yard. It's a fact that you will have the best-kept nutsack on the cul-de-sac. Save big and be the most hygienic version of yourself by using our discount code WORD20 for 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com. That's the blurb. In all truth, of all the sponsors we've been attached to since we started the podcast, Manscaped is one of my absolute favourites. They've sent us all of their stuff. The Manscaped Lawnmower 4.0 is an amazing bit of kit. It's got a light on it. It's really well done. It reduces nicks and everything. I've used it since we got it free for like a year and a half. Laura's been using it. Clean up your pub area. They're talking about bush here. No one needs a big old hairy nutsack. You need to think about it. If you want someone touching it, kissing it, give it a trim. Use the Lawnmower 4.0. Get on Manscaped. Have a look at all their products. Manscaped.com. The promo code is WORD20 for 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com. Get on me.
Welcome back, part 3 of 4. Have a word, episode 3,487 billion.
Kane Brown's here!
Yep.
Yeah.
Kane, you can't hear this, but can I play Chart Upset Me Now?
Yeah. I was expecting the big, like, you know what I mean? Fucking banners and shit. You know, you have spent no money on me coming here, you piece of shit. I've helped this podcast, bro.
Is he the last remaining soundbite on that from day one?
Upset me, nasty bitch.
It's not, yeah, maybe not far off, yeah.
Oh my God. You've never been on the couch?
Never been here, mate.
You've done our live show,
Yeah,
which was insane.
wicked.
Yeah, I've never seen anyone do that to that room. Fuck me.
Oh my God, you smashed it.
absolutely
Do you know my favourite
smashed
thing
it.
about that live show is before it, you come up to me and you're like, so, any sort of guidelines? And I went, Kane, there's nothing you can say that will offend these people. And you can push it as far as you want and you won't hit them. And you said to me, I take that as a challenge. And then I was comparing that night and I had to watch you from the side of the stage. You had to follow him. Not ideal.
I've done about 8 gigs.
Try your absolute hardest to offend the people in that room.
Weren't happening. The lids, listen, Nah, you fuckers are some degenerates, mate. But you know what? Keep the money rolling, because that crackhead money is going good, bro.
What did you say? You were like, could never do a Patreon to black people.
Yeah.
I never pay this much.
Bro, we tried to do a Patreon on our podcast. I think we had like 80 people and 59 of them was family and friends. Yeah, it's fucked, bro.
That's still better than a few of them out there that are still going.
But
it's
it's not a Patreon though. That's a GoFundMe, isn't it? Yeah. That's not the same.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, you know. I'm really good. Do you know what? All right, let me just start off. When I've come in, I've seen your guy over there.
Yeah.
And he's got on the fucking, what are they? The Sakai waffles, yeah?
Yeah.
You've got the Sakai waffles. Why do white people disrespect trainers like that?
What do you mean?
They're fucking dirty, bro. Black people can't get away with that shit.
They're not too bad.
Bro, they look at they're kicked up, man.
They're a little bit like.
To be fair, you've got very, very, very fresh webs on.
But black people are steaming those fuckers overnight like it's a fucking massage and shit like that.
So what I've done is, as
It winds me up, bro.
I'm a very bad cultural appropriator. So what I've done over the past year or so, since I've started earning a bit of money, is I've appropriated the culture of when black people get a bit of money, and I've now got 80 pairs of trainers.
Holy fuck.
So, and I'm really bad for cleaning my stuff. I am quite bad for looking. So they've only recently got that dirty. And what happened was,
he has kept his do-rags clean. To be fair to him.
Oh, he looks after the do.
Oh, totally. We only got 5 of them.
This morning, I put this on for the first time, which we bought the other day in Barcelona, and I was like, what trainers have I got that go nice with that?
Yeah, it does match.
So that's why I put them on before I've wiped them. I was in a rush to get out. If I had cleaned them, I would have had time to get a coffee on the way, and I needed a coffee on the way. Okay.
Fair dues.
Do you expect it, like, looking the way it is fresh?
Thank you, brother.
Like, we can't do that.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, Kane, do you know
We
what I
cannot
would look like if I turned up dressed in what you're like? You pull that off so much, and I would look like I've escaped from a home. Like on you, you could go to a business meeting like that, right? Or like anything. You could be in any situation, and that looks good. I can't tell you how fat I'd look in that.
And his jammies.
They're pajamas to me.
Yeah, they do like pajamas a little bit. I thought it looked all right though.
No, it looks good. Look, it looks
all right.
too
Yeah.
good.
It looks unbelievable on you. Let me see your trainers. Show us your trainers. Look.
Yeah, crisp, bruv. Crisp.
So easy though. We couldn't do that. We look ridiculous.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
This is, you know, when we talk about privilege, and obviously white people have the majority of it. This is black privilege.
That's what we got you here. That's what you got you here for. Let's just have a little whinge about black privilege.
That's fucking hilarious.
It's and I'm very, very, very envious of it. Like you've got like 4 buttons undone, just showing the. I just look fucking insane.
How'd you keep up? What about in the club? What about how do you do it in the club? What about how are you keeping? Because that's where my trainers get fucked up.
No.
When we went to Teddy's, I've had to bin a pair of trainers. I was absolutely steaming, to be fair, but I've had to bin a pair of trainers that just did not survive Teddy's.
But
Like
were they leather?
No, they were like a canvas sort of.
Can't wear canvas, bro. You have to be strategic.
All right.
Can't wear. I would never wear these out around drunk people.
Nah.
That's the worst place to wear canvas.
Right.
trainers.
Okay.
You'd wear leathers in a club.
I'd wear leathers. They can get wiped down when you finish. Laces come out. Laces get clean. Brand new trainers.
All right. Cool.
There's there's a couple of companies that have started up in Liverpool because like sort of sneakerhead culture is just hitting Liverpool. It's been quite sort of derided for a while by Scousers as like we don't do that. That's sort of like Jordans have only just become accepted in Liverpool at all, really, haven't they?
Yeah.
In the past sort of 2 years.
The fuck, you lot are in 1990 up here.
Yeah. Literally. So like there's a store that's in Manchester and Glasgow called Cash Kicks, which is like a reseller store. Yeah. They're all Scousers. The lads who own it. Yeah. They're just opening in Liverpool next month.
Fuck, you lot are way behind. And you lot's gyms, you got like that fucking old bendy bar and shit like that. Remember the one you used to squeeze?
You've got a treadmill.
Put them between your legs.
Yeah.
And the elastic band.
Yeah.
Still got non-electric treadmills. It's just a fucking load of toilet roll things. You're just running on one of them.
So hang on, when you're talking about it's the shoe shops that they're almost like wrapped in plastic, aren't they, on the shelf?
You don't get to touch them or look at or like pick them up. You look at them and then
It's like the prostitutes in like Amsterdam.
yeah.
They're all in cellophane as well.
Don't take it out the box. Come on. What? How much we talking in these shops? What's the most expensive web? How much?
Most expensive trainers like that you would be able to get in a shop like that. There's more expensive ones online that are literally in fucking safes. But you can get like Cash Kicks have got a pair of the Jordan 1 Dior's,
Yeah,
which are 10 grand.
10 grand, yeah.
They're behind.
Short
They're in a
modest
cabinet
ones.
in the shop.
Yeah.
Show Kane your shoes. I don't even know what shoes you've got on today, but just show him whatever you've got on.
Oh, for fuck's sake. You lot should unsubscribe, man. Fuck. Your money's going to waste.
New
really-
Balance Hero V6.
You know what's really funny? I know that they're probably his most prized trainers as well.
Oh, yeah.
They're nice.
Yeah.
They're very comfortable.
Comfortable.
They look like... What am I talking?
To be fair, so are the 350s. They're comfortable.
Yeah,
as well.
these are comfortable, but they're stylish as well.
Yeah.
Those are just comfortable.
All right, cheers, mate. Clean, though. Hey, fucking clean.
They do
I
look
suppose
good.
if they're a piece of shit, it doesn't matter if they're clean. Nice one. Thanks, guys. Love this chat.
But there's a few places now that will clean your trainers, and they guarantee even Canvas will get it back to sort of shelf
As
standard.
new.
Yeah. So I bought a pair of trainers for.
Where's that? Is it like a drive-through where you just come a little bit forward? That's enough.
Come on, mate. Bring your shoes, mate. I clean them, mate. Very good.
While you're still wearing them,
Yeah. Sit down, mate.
a little bit forward.
It's in the Baltic. There's one in the Baltic, and you just
there's a
take them in. I said next week I'm just going to take them a bin bag full of trainees and go. They'll be there now.
Get them sorted.
Sort them all out.
There's one in the Tesco car park. When you shop and you take your shoes off.
yeah.
Go into your shop. Come
You're
back.
joking me.
No, they give you.
For fuck's sake. Do you know what? I was like, what the fuck is going on in
It's not
Liverpool?
fucking Timpsons.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's
I'll have a copy of that while I'm doing my shopping.
Yeah, so I bought a pair for when I take me special last week or the week before. I bought a really nice pair to go with the jacket. And I was like, I'm just going to
Have you
look
fucked
after
them?
these. And I intended to have a few drinks after the show and then just sort of have a coast of a night. About half an hour in, I realised that wasn't going to happen. So I got me new, nice shoes on, which are quite expensive, even compared to the other ones I've got. And I ended up in a nightclub until like sunrise, until like 7 a.m. And they are not in mint condition anymore.
Shit.
Yeah. So they're going to be the ones I take.
What's the thing in your life, Kane, that's the thing you splash out on? What's your sort of like vice for spending?
Because you're not a big drinker.
I don't drink.
Yeah.
Don't drink. Don't smoke. Don't take drugs. Trainers now.
Trainers is the one.
Yeah, and it's only since lockdown. I don't know what happened during lockdown. I think I had a midlife crisis. No, I think I did. Real talk. I don't know what happened to me. I was getting depressed, and I was like, fuck. I just found myself online. Got a pair of, you know when you win like on a fucking, you know when
That's
you
how they get you though, innit?
oh man,
You've got to buy them then.
Yeah. So you have to go into like a lottery type of thing, and it's
And
a
if
raffle.
you win, you get to buy the shoes.
You get to buy the shoes, not free. You get to buy the shoes.
No, this is guys. You mean eBay?
No,
Oh, not eBay.
no. So when they fucking hell, bruv.
I bet on that one as well.
I bought these on eBay. I actually did as well. I'm not even joking.
So basically, you'll enter the raffle for like a new pair of trainers that's been released because they're normally limited edition. So those were limited edition. Those now are probably like 600 quid.
Yeah.
Yeah. And these ones, the white ones, they're probably about.
So the way I got these shoes, these ones, was one of our listeners won the raffle and gave me them at retail. Because I got when I seen these were coming out, I was like, I fucking need them. So I got a lot of our listeners went to the raffle for me, and one of them won and gave me them.
What the fuck? Size 11. Holy fuck. That's what I need to reach, bro.
They'll do it.
I've been on suicide watch sometimes at 7 o'clock in the morning to see if I've got through the fucking raffle. Fucking shaking. I've set my alarm. Then I've lost, and I'm fucking fuming.
Yeah,
I've got the outfit for the shoes already.
You need 15,000 crackhead patrons.
do that.
All working for you.
The first raffle I ever won was the original V2s. The first Yeezys. Not after the V1 Pirate Blacks, it was the V2s with the copper stripe.
Yes.
And when I won the raffle, honestly, it was like I was floating.
What do you have to pay for the raffle?
Nothing.
But then the retail, so you're getting them for like 150 and then they resell them for like 600-700.
I'm
I
in
remember
2
winning them
raffles
before.
next week for a pair of Air Max 95s with the beetroot. Is it lace loops?
Oh, yeah, the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hang on,
So-
let me just think. No, yeah, it is.
Dan, what's your Grail shoe? Have you got a Grail shoe?
The Grail shoe.
For you, your Grail.
The New Balance Hierro Fresh Foam V6.
Oh, you've got your Grail.
I've got them in red as well.
No one has their
Very
Grail
comfortable,
in 2 colourways.
Because when you get to 41 and you live in a village in Chester, it's acceptable to be wearing what is basically hiking shoes constantly. Yeah.
41.
Yeah.
Don't tell people how old you
No,
are, King,
if you-
because
yeah.
it just depresses
Makes
everyone.
me-
68. How good
Not
is
bad.
that?
How old are you?
48.
It's just ridiculous. It's so sad.
And the confidence at which he said midlife crisis, knowing full well he's living to at least 96.
Yeah, you lot are not going to get there. I'm not-
We know
I'll
that.
be dead before you.
Yeah.
Without any shadow of a doubt.
Yeah, fuck. You
Adam died doing what he loved. He was on a raffle.
Yeah.
And the saddest thing was, he won the fucking webs. He paid cost for these just on the fucking coffin.
Oh, shit, man.
Have you got a pair that you want, that you haven't bought, that you haven't splashed?
Those
Yeah.
in white with the gum sole.
I've got them. And the black ones with the gum sole.
Fuck that, man. How did you get them?
StockX.com.
Yeah, but you paid aftermarket.
Yeah, of course.
I'm
It's
not paying aftermarket. I refuse. I went into a shop the other day, asked the guy, and they don't have the prices in the.
No.
They don't have the prices on them, so they can just make anything up. So I asked the guy, and he's like, "Oh, £895, £895 for a pair of £150 trainers." You can
Right,
go fuck
we've got a
yourself.
side door, don't worry. It's fine. Stop.
Hang on, so what, you just came, do you think he made a judgment and went, this guy
Yeah,
can
he saw
895?
he saw the fucking open shirt, yeah, and he was like,
Kane's
£895.
had this on for 3 weeks.
No, what you need, mate, next time you go for these trainers, take me with you.
Yes.
I'll go in and it'll be like, £80, 99 pence. I think I'll get you some deals, mate.
And you'd be like that. Oh, fucking hell, that's a bit expensive.
I'll get these off eBay.
No, Kane, we've got a plug now. So come to us.
That's talking about fucking.
Have you seen the Air Max Patters that are dropping soon that are all white? They dropped the orange ones, they dropped the teal ones, they dropped the black ones. They're dropping all white ones. I've just got someone to confirm they've got me them at retail.
Side door.
Beautiful.
You're watching Have a Shoe. It's time to have a
It's
shoe.
all we spend our money on. I spend it on footy shirts and shoes. That's it.
Yeah. I
And
spend mine on bitches. Anyway.
Dan's bored.
What's your Grail bitch? What's your Grail bitch?
I've already got it.
Go dance.
Hi Laura, please don't hate me. Do you think you live in a healthy, like we've talked about this constantly. It's the race to see who fucking goes first.
Honestly, if you outlive me, it's going to really upset me.
Well, you're living a pretty healthy life there, man.
Oh, yeah. But you guys, because Adam and Carl, I saw you lot out a couple of years ago. We were out and whatever else. You lot can fucking drink, man. Like they drink.
Was that Peacock outside?
Yeah. That was the quietest night out we've ever had.
What the fuck?
No. And also,
Oh, is this when you bumped into each other and they
Yeah.
all went out?
We got out the taxi and he was stood there.
but Carl can't/doesn't drink. Really.
Okay.
Like Carl drinks properly twice a year and gets drunk.
Yeah.
I can drink. And I only notice how much I can drink when I start drinking with people who can't.
Yeah.
Like, I always consider myself someone who gets quite twatted, but that's later in the night once I've properly pushed it too far. If I drink with Dan, I feel phenomenal because he gets drunk so much quicker than I do.
Yeah, so you're
'Cause
like,
I'm
I'm
like
still
pub
good.
fit. I feel fucking like I could drive by the time he needs to go to bed.
No, we were away this weekend and Adam was on the 7th cocktail and just started getting fuming about the lack of alcohol in the cocktails. I'm pretty sure there must have been some in there, but he's like, I should be fucking wasted.
I had 6
wow.
cocktails in an hour and was fine.
Yeah, that's not on. You wasted your money, bro. Just like how the trainers people saw me coming, those fucking saw you coming. There was no alcohol in there.
No ale.
Yeah.
Did you ever drink? You ever no.
Never been a drinker. My granddad, he passed away from cirrhosis of the liver, which was like alcoholism.
Yeah.
But that's when I was young. So I don't know whether that's something that influenced me, but I've just always been healthy. Always. I know you're thinking of a joke about dead.
No, I'm not. I'm just
Kane. Fucking mind ticking.
Kane. Essentially, Adam's mum died of a similar thing, and I was trying not to do the joke, but Adam took a different route.
Yeah.
Similar story. But,
Yeah, that's what killed my mum. Alcoholism.
Fuck.
And like, there's several ways you can go when you've got like, you can do what you've done, which I'm not saying is necessarily directly linked, but it's probably there. And it's like, I'm not drinking at all. Or you can go, there's certain members of my family who've gone the same way my mum went, which is I will drink whenever I want, as much as I can, in the house, whatever. I don't really drink in the house unless I've got company. So that's my line. That's because I used to watch my mum drink like a bottle of vodka a day on the couch. So I won't do that. Alcohol's a very social thing for me.
Would you class yourself as an alcoholic though?
No! No.
He's not. He's a very, very, very social drinker very often.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I think
So then
alcohol is
where's the line then? 'Cause-
reliance, isn't it?
Yeah, but if he's out all the time,
No, and I can also go out and just not drink.
okay.
I don't do that very often.
And it never gets in the way of anything.
No.
Okay, that's a good.
Sure,
Yeah, it's never. Oh, Adam's fucked. We can't do this.
Because when people use the term high functioning alcoholic, don't they? And they knock it about now, and you're like, does that just mean someone who likes a fucking beer? Because if you're doing everything, if you're good at your job, if you're a good friend, if you're a good brother, son, or whatever, and you've got like a family that's all working well, and you like getting on it, you're just a dude who likes getting on it.
Yeah, no, but so high functioning alcoholic has become like a sort of a half joke, half cliche.
Yeah.
My mum, for a long time, was a very high functioning alcoholic. So she would drink between half a bottle and sometimes a bottle and a half of vodka a day. But like me and my little brother, our dinners were made, our clothes were ironed, we were washed and bathed. Okay. And she did all of that whilst having that addictive problem. And she needed the drink. That's a high functioning alcoholic.
Yeah.
That's someone who sorts their family out and is getting hammered at the same time. As soon as she got to the point where she was a non-functioning alcoholic, that's when we moved in with my dad. So there's a big difference between someone who likes a pint and it's just bandied about so much. And I'm not trying to say that people shouldn't do it because I don't really care. It's a joke and whatever. But he's a high functioning alcoholic because he goes out every weekend and gets twatted and then Monday to Friday doesn't drink. That's someone who just likes a drink to me.
That's a British person, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that might it might, to be honest, I'm very self-analytical. It might be a self-serving bias in some regard because like I can easily go on a four-day run where I'll drink every day, but then I'll have a week or two where I just don't drink at all because I'm like, oh, that was a bit too much. I need to stop doing it.
Yeah. You're in control. Are you scared that it might get out of control at some point?
So I'm very, very, very conscious of making sure it doesn't. Now, there's a severe family history of it. So I can't sit here and tell you it's never going to happen because I've seen people who think they're fine. Like, if you ask my dad now, he'll tell you he's fine. Non-alcoholic, he doesn't like a drink. Bottle of whiskey every day.
Aye.
So...
It's literally like... Yeah,
I've got a lot
a
lot of good people around me who know what's going on, though. Him in particular. Like, if I ever got to the point where I had a problem, he'd be like, lad...
He'd be on you, because he can see it. He knows.
And I trust him more than I trust anyone else, including family. So if he was ever like, lad, you need to look at it, I'd go, yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't even question it.
But you definitely need a car around.
Yeah.
Oh, everyone needs a car.
Yeah.
How are you you've never drunk? You're one of the best comics I've seen live playing to drunk people. Every comic in this room, if you've come up through the circuit, you've made your living, probably the majority of the time, playing to people that are on it, that are drinking. How do you find that? Because some of my best material has been drinking stories, hangover stories, and I feel like I'm tuned in because I've lived that life. Yeah. How was that as a comic? Do you not ask, not bothered?
No, do you know what it is? I talk about myself anyway.
Yeah,
I talk about my life, talk
okay,
about my kids, talk about partner, talk about just life. Because I'm older now as well. So I've got older kids, I've got a younger son. So I can kind of talk about things that people can still relate to. But the whole the drink thing, I don't know how, I can't function. I remember the last time, in fact, I had a couple of drinks before. I went on holiday, my friend, and we were in the club. I was in there and there was like a few celebrities in there and David Hay was in there. And I think I had like half a Heineken or whatever, and I was like, I reckon I could fuck him up.
That's the confidence it gives you.
And I was serious. I was like, I'll fucking do David. And he was a champion at that time. I'll fucking do him, the cunt. I can't, Dave. I'm just saying. But
half a Heineken.
Pretty much.
Yeah, you can't drink.
I can't drink.
No.
For my size, I should be able to drink here under the table.
Yeah.
I can't drink.
No, I mean you shouldn't be allowed to drink.
Oh, no.
Not that you're in like if that's what you're like after half a Heineken.
Yeah, I can't drink.
I'd love to see you after like 6 Jaeger bombs and some.
Trying to invade Ukraine as well. Where's Kane? He's gone over east.
Yeah.
It's just practice, innit? You've got no practice. You need to practice. He's so in form right now.
Yeah. Oh, I'm absolutely in the form of my life drinking wise. Yeah.
Because he's having the best time of his life.
He actually knocked out David Hay last week. Banged him right out
I've
with
had a
his dick.
pre-season, so I'm fit as fuck, ready for the summer
Imagine if
season.
you had a fight with Kane.
Me and Kane.
No. Did you do celebrity?
I don't want to wait at him.
Did you do the comedians boxing?
No. I really wanted to though, you know.
Yeah,
Who would
did
you fight?
I don't know what I'd fight because the problem is I'm tall, quite heavy,
How tall are you?
6'2".
Longley.
But for me to fight someone my weight, my size, they'd probably be short and really stocky. So
Oh, I don't know. Dave Longley.
Dave Longley.
like, he's fucking huge though, man. He's much bigger than me.
He's not much.
Dave
big, you know.
Longley, he's fucking huge. Have you seen him? This fucker deadlifts 4 of me, bro. No way. I want to fight Dave Longley. I'd have to hit him something.
Yeah, we're talking about one of our mates who's a circuit comic, and his online content is basically him deadlifting.
Yeah.
He hardly does anything else. He's like, yeah, I'm lifting something heavy today. I can understand why you might want to dodge that fight.
I wouldn't fight him.
What about after half a Heineken?
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah, then I would. But it's fucking, no joke. Like I don't know, because who actually was, surprised me actually was, for fuck's sake. Who was it that surprised me? He was quite aggressive.
Milo McCabe? No?
Not Milo.
Tom Horton.
No, it was,
Patrick Monahan.
Monahan.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah, he was quite vicious, wasn't he?
He fucking battered him.
Yeah.
And the guy's is the one with the fucking dodgy eye in it. So
Not me, by the way.
he went, yeah.
The one with the
He fucking beat up a
James
disabled guy.
Dowdeswell.
Yeah. He beat a disabled guy up. I was fucking celebrating at the end, like, yeah. I get to keep his badge as well. Fuck it. Holy fuck.
Yeah. I fought Elliot Steele. Yeah.
How'd that go?
So we've spoken about this so many times, but Elliot, when I met him, was 17, and I didn't see him after that until the fight. And he'd had maybe a 6-inch growth spurt, and he told me he wasn't training. And then the day before the fight, he dropped a selfie video. He'd been training with Duke McKenzie for 6 months.
Fuck.
So Elliot looked like fucking Prince Nazim, and I'd done one pad session with Paul Smith,
Oh, and that's when Paul weren't even that into it either.
and I still nearly fucking beat him. So close because I was so pissed off. He knocked me down the first round, I knocked him down the second round, and the third round was just like we were both fucked.
Wow. That's good though.
Yeah.
Good on you, man.
If we ever wanted to raise some money for charity, boys. If we ever wanted to make some money for
I think we need to do a charity MMA event for that. Me versus you.
No, mate.
That wouldn't be a bad fight.
What?
That wouldn't be a bad fight.
Look how much he wants to punch me in the head.
Just get your ground game going, lad. Get him to the ground and fucking sauce him up.
The ground game.
Yeah.
There's a podcast no one wants to see. Adam Rowe and Dan Nightingale on the ground.
I mean, it fucking is.
One's having a panic attack. One's having a sneak-based heart attack.
Who would you fight? Either MMA or boxing?
Well, not Kane Brown.
Yeah.
Not Dave Longley.
Yeah.
Not Paul Smith.
Oh, no.
I think you've got...
You and Paul Smith might be good.
I wouldn't fight Paul not in the UFC. I wouldn't fight him in MMA.
Boxing?
Boxing maybe, but not MMA. He'd fucking do me.
Yeah,
I've got
he
the
would.
little skinny legs. I couldn't do it. It's not a black
I think
thing.
you'd have to have categories. Like, it wouldn't have to be sort of weight. It'd have to be like how much of a tubby fuck you are. You know, like obviously in professional fighting, it's like you just got catchment weights, haven't you?
Yeah.
Catch weights.
Yeah.
Is that right? If we were going to do a comedian's boxing, you'd have to be like, yeah, are you in and around 40 and out of shape, and then match it up.
You're in that bracket.
You can't do weight. I'm a heavyweight right now. Like, just because of my tits and my gut, I'd have to be matched up against someone equally. Like me and Barry Dodds would be a right old fucking dust up.
I would pay for that.
Oh, I couldn't punch him though. Oh my God, he gets stressed about parking. I can't punch Barry Dodds.
Because if we're not fighting, I'd be in your corner and I'd get you just hating him. I'd be like, fucking seeing the way he's looking at you. Just said he wants to bum Laura.
Yeah.
you got. Yeah, that's how you got to get into his head.
And the thing is, because of your track record of being so honest, I'd be like, well, Adam can't lie.
Yeah, he's just said your kids are ugly and they don't like you.
Oh, nasty. Nasty.
Yeah.
Who's your guy? Who'd you like to fight if we were going to do a have a word boxing event or fight event?
So it's boxing. We're saying boxing?
Kickboxing.
Kickboxing.
Right.
I honestly wouldn't. My ego wouldn't let me say no to anyone.
Wow.
Like, I'd fight anyone.
You wouldn't fight Kane.
Would you fight Quincy?
I'd know I'd lose, but like if he was calling me out, I'd be like, yeah, all right. I'd rather lose face. I'd rather lose the fight than lose face.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I'd rather lose face.
Yeah, me too. You'll lose your face.
What?
Lose face or lose your face.
Anyone reasonable. Obviously, Quincy's unreasonable. Kane's unreasonable. Even Paul Smith, he's a lot taller than me and a lot more. They're unreasonable. But like anyone else,
Oh, you and Freddie. Oh,
I'd absolutely love to punch Freddie.
Oh my God, how much would you pay Freddie Quinn versus Adam Rowe? Oh, that would be so much
We nearly
fun.
set that up at one point in the first lockdown. We said when lockdown's over, me and Freddie'd have a boxing fight. And he's so confident he'd win. Freddie's got sleep apnea. He can't even breathe when he's asleep. Imagine in the third round.
Oh, he'd be fucked.
Holy shit, I would love to see that. Carl versus Brennan.
I mean, I'm not a fighter, but I would. Brennan would be dust.
If you had to fight a guest we've had on, who are you choosing?
Steph Johnson.
Lauren Patson.
Yeah.
I'd fucking paste her.
Right, let's have a look at our guest list. Let's take you through some names.
Definitely not Kai Humphries, he's a murderer.
that wide,
Stayed.
No. Messing.
Stade's fucking nuts, man.
Not
I
a
wouldn't fight
chance.
Stade.
Thomas Green. Would you beat a puppy up?
No, I couldn't hit him.
Jamie Hutchinson.
Yeah.
He'd bite you, you know.
I'd
He'd
fight you.
fucking
Oh,
bite you.
I'd fight
oh,
Jay.
I think me and Jamie would be quite a good fight. Like, it's the same level of tub and disregard for health. I think that would be all right.
Jamie would enter the ring punch drunk.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I'd be on coke, he'd be on booze. It'll average out.
Ramesh Ranganathan.
I would, but I wouldn't.
Patrick Monahan's fighting him.
Fire. Shane Todd.
No.
No.
And he's from that area, doesn't he? He knows how to handle himself.
Shane Gillis.
Yeah, I'd fight
No,
Shane.
Shane's a big
He'd
man.
smash me head in, but I'd laugh. the
Yeah.
whole time.
Sloss. I'd punch Sloss's head in. No problem. Pierre Novelli. He'd get it. Paul Smith. Maybe not. Callum Oakley would feel like bullying. Jason Manford. That'd be a good matchup.
Pierre
He versus
Novelli's quite
Manford.
tall, though.
He is, yeah. He's also a fucking minger punching that in. Just calling everyone out. Phil Nickel. Tom Horton be Phil Nickel. So I could be Phil Nickel. Paddy the Baddy.
No.
Boxing.
He could be the ref, though. Could we ask Paddy if he'd be the ref?
He'd beat you with tickling.
You know what? Yeah, and this is the thing. These MMA guys, you can't judge them, man. You can't judge them. When I saw Paddy, I didn't know who he was,
Yeah.
and I saw him at you lot's at your show,
Yeah.
and you like, oh yeah, he does MMA. I was like, he don't fucking do MMA. When I saw him fight, holy fuck, holy fuck, he's a monster.
Yeah.
No,
You went
Paddy-
to our school, you had to fight, or you?
No, but he can fucking fight, man. He can throw down.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could have grew up in London. He'd have been fine, bro.
He'd kill us all in a row.
Yeah. Smiling while he did it.
If all of us, do you reckon all four of us?
At once?
Yeah,
No, we'd take him.
he'd do us.
No, four of us at once would take him. But if we lined up and he had no break, he'd smash all of our heads in.
Yeah, one after the other, he'd fucking kill us. I'd go last. Make sure he's tired.
Give yourself the best shot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because I'd go first.
No, I go first for everything, don't I? I'll go first.
I reckon Carl should go first. You go second. You, because he might not have enough energy left to punch you in the good eye, and then I'll fucking do him in the left eye. Yeah, I think that's it.
I'm telling you right now, Kane, you're going fucking first. Everything about you. You can wear leather trainers if you want.
Yeah.
In you go.
Yeah.
All
the
he'd
blood.
do was all back to back.
But that's the
Yeah,
thing,
kill
innit,
us.
when it's 4-on-1, the mistake is that if all four just piled on straight away, but because no one wants to get banged out, they hang back. If it's one after the other,
You finish.
a professional fighter's just going
Anyone
to do
who
everyone.
fights for the job, any fighter.
Oh,
would
Paul
beat all
Smith,
of
who
us.
me and Kane have just admitted to being scared to fight, and look at the size of Kane, and look at the ego on me. and I wouldn't fight Paul Smith. And he's done MMA on and off for 15 years. He went and did a sparring session with Molly.
And she melted him.
And Molly absolutely pasted him.
Yeah.
Fucking heck.
And Molly is 5'1", maybe.
Pasted him with jiu-jitsu, just grappled him.
Everything, just punched his
Threw
head.
him all round the gym. Like he was a fucking ragdoll.
And he was trying.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he only came twice. Which is really good, isn't it?
She wanking him off.
No, I think he just enjoyed it.
Oh.
That's a natural end. Let's have a break. We'll come back with some questions.
Shout out Paul Smith.
No, fuck him. Punch his head in.
All right, guys, want to talk to you about our sponsor, NordVPN. I'm only just getting to know VPNs. Adam is a massive fan, always has been.
I use my VPNs primarily for like sport and stuff. Like when I want to watch Premier League games, they're being shown at 3 o'clock. They don't show them on Sky Sports or BT. I can set my VPN to Canada, for example, who show pretty much every Premier League game. My computer then thinks I'm in Canada, and then it will let me watch the game as long as I'm signed up to whatever streaming service is showing it in Canada. You can also use it for Netflix. If there's a film that's not on British Netflix, but it is on, I don't know, Persian Netflix, set your VPN to Persia and watch The Dark Knight Rises.
We've got 3 plans for users to choose from. Standard, which is VPN only. Plus, which is VPN plus Pass. And Complete, which is VPN plus Pass plus Locker. So you've got options.
The more you spend, the more stuff you get. Honestly, go for the top tier one. It will be the best money you spend every month. The promo code is Have a Word. Go to nordvpn.com/Have a Word. Promo code Have a Word. Get a VPN and change your streaming life, kid.
Final section. Shall we do a would you rather? Declan Linnett says, Wag lids, it's Decky. You know Decky?
Decky, yeah.
Oh, you know Deco?
Never heard of this
Oh,
guy.
no, Deco.
Okay, that's, yeah.
Portuguese
Back again.
midfielder.
Oh, it's Deco. Yeah, it's
Has Deco written in again?
Yeah, he's like, lads, I was born in Brazil, but I played for Portugal. It's amazing, isn't it?
Mad.
He says lads. He knows it.
Was
Anyway.
he born in Brazil? Deco?
Yeah.
Was he?
Yeah. I think so. That's
Lots of them.
That's the first thing that popped in my head. And he's trans. Yeah, cool. Back again after all this time. Would you rather have to be, this is for you, Kane. This is for you.
Okay.
Would you rather have to be a musical comic for the rest of your career or a prop comic for the rest of your career?
Oh, fuck.
Love the pod, guys. Viva la £10 Patreon. Up the lids. All the best, you legends. Declan from Coke Bridge. Now, I know.
I love how halfway through that you were like, I know exactly what my answer's going to be. Whatever the next thing is, then you're like, what? PowerPoint? No.
Yeah. Fuck.
Is there a lot of prop comics on the urban comedy scene?
Zero.
And you could clean up there, though, you know what I mean?
We don't even have musical comics either, actually. Fucking hell. Do you know what's mad, though?
I'd love to
I'll
watch
tell
you
you
become a musical comic just out of nowhere.
But I'll tell you what we do have. We've got one cross-dressing black comic.
Right? Yeah, go on.
You don't believe me?
No, not that I don't believe it, but I love that that's a
Yeah.
What's their name?
I saw, you can Google him. Dibby.
Dibby.
Dibbi.
Can you put that TV
Google
screen
him.
on, please, and
Yeah.
just Google Dibby. Dibby the comedian.
His name, Wayne Dibby Rollins, dresses up as a Bayesian woman. And
Oh, shit, he does.
Yeah, and he's been
Click
doing
images.
it for years.
That's
There
crazy.
he is, the one in the wig. There you go.
Wow.
Right.
Would you rather do that or musical comedy?
Oh, fuck.
He looks like Tyler the Creator.
Oh, fuck.
I've seen Tyler the Creator wear pretty much the same thing live.
Oh my God.
Is that basically, you know, in terms of diversity, is that what the urban scene has got going? Just Dibby in a wig.
That is it. So Wayne, he's hilarious as well. But he was doing that years ago. He's been doing that act years and years ago on the black circuit. Do you know how brave you got to be to fucking get up in front of black people, put on a wig, fucking dress, and come out, and he's fucking wedged as well, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So, but if you were going to become a musical comic,
Hey, to be fair, Mo Gilligan uses music, not a musical comic, but he's got a lot of musical bits, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Like he does that very cleverly. I'm not saying, obviously Mo's not on the urban circuit. He's a fucking star. But I know it's not a musical comedy, but it kind of is. He's got the stuff about do you know, like in the club, and then he gets the track going. He's
hear
clever
but
with
no,
that.
A musical comic to me is like a Kate Lucas.
yeah.
Or
Guitar.
yeah.
Here's a song.
Yeah.
I'm going to sing it. I'm going to play it.
Yeah.
So what I want to know, because I think it would be a good look for you. I think it would. And look, you know, take a gamble.
Yeah.
You could become
The biggest.
What instrument? I've got a spare ukulele.
What genre of music are we going for?
Oh, for fuck's sake. No, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
So you going prop?
I couldn't. I'd have to go prop. I know. Yeah. I'd have to be like fucking. What else?
Have you seen Kane Brown's new closing bit? Yeah, it's about dirty trainers.
Yeah.
He's like, let me see what I've got in this bag. Dirty trainers, isn't it? White boy trainers.
I think it could be fucking incredible.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
You could.
I love the art form.
The only
comedy.
black Eskimo.
That's
Fucking unbelievable.
fucked up.
Buy the rights of Phil Nickel for that and change the words. And oh my God, I'll pay you any fee you want to close any gig you want with that song.
Oh fuck! I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. It's not in my heart.
No.
I never grew up watching comedy as anything else. It was always stand up, just straight stand up.
Who are you guys? Who are you guys growing up?
Oh man,
The ones that they're like your heroes.
Pryor.
Yeah.
Fucking hero. Billy Connolly.
Pryor's the first comic I ever saw. Ever.
Yeah. Same.
Great start.
Oh man, he is the goat of all goats, bro.
On the wall?
The goat of all goats, man. Yeah. Eddie Murphy.
It came up on Instagram Reels the other day. Someone had reposted the thing about how he when his dad died, he died fucking an 18-year-old. That amazing routine where he came and went
at the same time.
And that bitch couldn't give away no pussy. Anyone want it? No. You don't kill one, motherfucker. So, honestly, that would rip in a club today.
Now
that bit is 50 years old. Babe.
Imagine writing material now, and then when you're fucking 90, that still works.
Oh jeez.
Come on, you can't beat that. Can't beat that.
I'm not letting this slide. By the way, I want Kane Brown to become a musical comedian.
Oh, fuck that. He's not letting it go.
You wanted to do it for a while. You had your little...
Shut up.
That's to say I wanted to do it was like I got to a point in my career I was like, this isn't working. So I basically, for an Edinburgh show, thought I might play a song. Really douchey move that you honestly, if it occurs to you, don't do it. It's a bad idea. Twanged it around, made the mistake of practicing it. I tried it 2 gigs in front of other comedians, and the news spread and has stuck. And he now calls me a musical comic.
Yeah,
yes.
That's what happens, bro.
Yeah. That's my fault.
Yeah.
And I will be solid with that. Kane's smart enough to know to never pick up that instrument.
I can't play an instrument anyway.
Could learn though. A triangle? Just do a little ding after every joke?
At my fucking age, I can't even remember people's names. I've been sitting down there. I've had so many jokes come into my head and I thought, I can't even think of the person's name for you lot to fucking laugh. So I said, just shut my fucking mouth.
We were talking about nerves before gigs because obviously, like if you ever watch Kane, it's an like you're such an amazing performer.
Thanks, bro.
Like you are the dad of any bit. Like it's big energy in it.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal. Do you ever get nervous? We talked about we're pretty confident.
Yeah.
Like there's some comics who are brilliant who look scared in a dressing room, who are excellent comics, but their process is them fretting and worrying. Do you ever get nerves? Do you ever get nervous?
No. I think maybe because if there's a lot of jeopardy involved, like if it was like shooting like a Netflix special, maybe then I'll be like,
That's exactly what Adam said. Yeah.
all right, fuck, I have to nail this. But then you're in your head. But comedy, the worst thing about comedy is the more tense you are, you're not going to be able to relax. And when you're relaxed is when you get your best work. So I think you have to find that balance of, all right, embrace the nerves. Because I used to get nervous before. I used to have like the little butterflies and whatever else. But now, I'm so focused on, I'm just gonna kill these motherfuckers.
This sounds like I'm sucking up to you.
Yeah.
But have you ever died? Like, because if you were like, I wouldn't be surprised. When was the last time you had a bit of a stinker?
There's nothing better than watching a comic.
A good comic.
You really like and respect.
Yeah.
Have an absolute bag of shit.
Hilarious, bro.
It's the best feeling in the world.
Yeah. Best for comics. I can't think of the last time I did some cruise ships.
Oh.
And it was like an afternoon with all old people and it was tuxedo night. And the ship was rocking. And black people, we know we don't like ships already, bro. Like, that's not our thing. So I'm on this fucking slave ship with all these white... with all these people that fucking the plantation owners, yeah. Basically, that's what it looked like. It looked like Get Out. Remember the bit in Get Out when they were fucking bidding for the black guy and they were doing all this shit. When I went out, that's what the fucking audience looked like. I went out. They're in tuxedo, so they're already pent up already. They're all spaced out. There was no stage. So it was just a dance floor. There was no proper light on me. I'm moving like this while I'm on, and that was a tough gig.
Yeah.
But I knew what it was, so I didn't.
It's extenuating circumstances.
Yeah. So I weren't. But as in,
it's still not nice. I was saying this before because I just had basically a corporate last week, and even then you're like, oh, this is fucked. It's still not nice when you're used to ripping it.
Yeah,
you'd rather rip it. Doesn't matter if there are a lot of Tories in fucking black tie in the sea.
But I said to him, I can find enjoyment if they hate me. I can find enjoyment in ruining their night more than they're ruining mine.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I like doing that, yeah, but the problem is on the cruise ships, it was in the afternoon, no swearing. So it was like, you have to do a family-friendly show, so you can't even get it. So you're in your head already, and then you're having a shit gig, and you're in your head again. So it's like you're double inside. You're like a fucking Russian doll, mate. And I'm the little small one inside.
They're tying your hand behind your back, aren't they, basically? Going.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
So there's kids on a cruise ship going to watch comedy in the day.
Yeah.
And they booked Kane.
Yeah, and they booked me.
What the? That's
I thought that was going to work out. Yeah, it's graft. It's graft.
They were at the Have a Word live show seeing Kane and was like, do you know what? 8-year-olds on a boat. They're going to love him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was that like a week?
So I was there for the week. Yeah, but you do some evening shows as well. So I did 3 different shows. So like 3 different half an hours. So I think I did like 6 shows that week. So the daytime shows, I did the same clean shows, and then they did like normal evening show, and then an X-rated show, so I could just do what I wanted. And then those were amazing, but yeah, the afternoon ones.
Were they good? The X-rated ones?
Yeah, because it's like I can be myself.
Yeah.
I can slag off the staff. I can slag off the lighting, the no stage. I can be myself. I think the worst thing you can do to a comic is take away his armor. You can't. What you're supposed to do? Someone seen me somewhere. Oh, this guy's really good. And then you take away the lighting, you take away the sound.
You can't do this, you can't do that.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah. And it's like, well, what do you want then? Because you're taking away everything that I can do. Like it's like booking fucking Beyonce to come sing at your birthday party and you don't give her a microphone. Like, it's like, yeah, what's the point? Yeah. What's the point?
Where's your happy? Like he Hot Water is his second living room. I grew up at the Frog, basically. Where's your happy place in comedy?
There was a place that I used to do. I used to compare every Sunday. Called Hideaway. Oh man, it's like the black version of Hot Water. It's amazing. Like, and when you're comparing and you do it every week, people know you. They know what to expect. They're bringing people down. Oh, you got to see this guy, and you got fresh faces in there. Oh mate, best space.
Who was on? We're talking about 10 years ago.
Yeah, yes, probably about. They stopped doing it probably just before the lockdown. So,
right, okay, not even that long ago.
And then they didn't open back up. So,
and who were the guys that you were down there?
All the black comics. So it'd be like Kojo would be down there, Slim would be down there.
Kojo,
Quincy. Yeah,
the Fresh Prince of Hackney.
There you go. See, he fucking knows.
I remember when that came out.
Yeah,
MTV knocked that out.
Yeah,
fucking hell.
Yeah.
He's done Britain's Got Talent since.
Yeah, he's done that. Yeah, he's
massive on the like massive in London, basically.
Yeah, really big. So, and then so all of the black comics. So you'd have Toju, remember the fucking black militant guy?
Slim absolutely made us as well.
Yeah, Slim.
First time I ever gigged with you, Slim was on the bill. It was at Leeds Jonglers and I was doing a 10.
Oh, fuck. Holy shit.
Yeah. And Paul Blair from Hot Water was my agent at the time and he drove me. We were all sat in the green room together and also on was Robert White and maybe someone else. Yeah.
Yeah,
mad Bill.
Yeah, me and Robert, we've had issues.
Have you had issues?
We've had issues.
You want to expand?
I don't mind. So I mean, listen.
By the way, if you can't tell, the tension in the room is because we all think this is about to get dead interesting.
All right.
Carl can speak on this as well.
Okay.
Because Carl used to work at Hot Water as the
Let's
show manager.
We'll give context then to...
Yeah.
So Robert White is a comic who primarily does a lot of London shows, does the circuit as well, travels around, and first time we ever gigged there, I've just said, in Leeds Jonglers. And
did Britain's Got Talent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very successfully did Britain's Got Talent. Musical comic, but severely autistic.
No, it's not. It's not. Yeah, but it's
Asperger's, which is a specific type of autism.
That's right. Yeah.
Or like it's within that sort of.
Yeah. So it's very specific. So,
and it means he's very particular about how he wants certain things to be done.
Yeah. So and he also can't. It's about reading other people's emotions and being empathetic and stuff like that. So I'm taking all of that into account.
And you still think he's a dick.
And yeah, we just So we did a gig. It was a Jongleurs gig years ago when they used to do it at Dickens World.
Okay.
And I went on in the first half, and they had what's his name? The one that died on the cruise ship, the comic.
James Woods. No.
One that died on the cruise ship. Oh my God, what's his fucking name? This is what happens with old age.
Literally died, like dead.
No, he's dead. He died. Yeah.
Recently.
Yeah, about a year.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Phil Butler.
Phil Butler.
Oh,
Right,
Yeah, died in his sleep.
Yeah. So Phil Butler was comparing. Don't know why they got Phil Butler to compare, because he does that speaking spell. He did that speaking spell joke and whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I went on, did my thing, came off. Robert White went to go on to close, because that's what they used to do, is put the musical acts to close.
Yeah.
He goes to go on, and there's a low beam hanging down there. He's going to go on and hit his head on the beam. And when he comes on, he's got this nervous energy.
Yeah.
So he's doing all of that. And while he's standing there, blood just starts doing this down his face.
Oh, Jesus.
And everyone can see it. And he's like, he starts panicking, like, and he's still like, in his like, kind of, he don't know what to do. And he's standing there and blood's just gushing. I mean, he's got a massive gash. Fucking gushing down his face. He can't see now. So he's had to come off. Phil Butler started walking towards me, because like he wasn't really paying attention to the shows. I've like gone to Phil, get back on the fucking stage, bro. Get back on the stage. He's gone back on stage and then closed it down, said, oh, right, guys, we're going to have a break, whatever. Jongleurs rang me up, asked me if I could do another 20. I said, okay, no problem. Did another 20, did well. After that gig, I took him to the hospital. Right, remember, he's dressed up.
Yeah,
he's gay. That's another thing. He's gay, not a problem. But he dresses like in those golf trousers.
Yeah.
With a waistcoat and bright green t-shirt.
Very
underneath.
eccentric.
Right, very eccentric. Me as a black guy has gone to hospital with him. Everyone's looking like I'm his pimp or some shit. I'm like, what the fuck is, like, people are looking now, like they're proper looking.
Yeah, I've got to be honest with you. If I knew neither of you, and you two walked into A&E the other night when I was sat there, and it was you and a bleeding Robert White,
right,
dressed how Robert White dresses, you'd have my attention.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'd miss my name being called.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't think anything about the sexuality. I'd be like, that black guy's just twatted a grammar school student. He's just twatted a year 11.
I'm holding a tissue on his head like he's my little girl or something like that. So it was fucking. Anyway, so
but you were there for him. You turned up.
I was there for him, bro, and I was in the hospital until probably about 2-3 o'clock in the morning. Dropped him home.
Oh shit.
Dropped him home, right? With the fee. Remember, I did his set. Didn't ask for his money. You keep the money, bro. You turned up. I don't care about doing the extra time. You don't have to give me nothing. Zero. Next time I see it, no. Then he messaged. Then I don't know if he said thank you or not. I think he did on the night. Then next time I saw him, I'm comparing. Okay, when you bring me on, make sure you don't say this. Make sure you don't say that. I said, right, fine. When I went to bring him on, I said, next you guys are gonna think this guy's really funny. Blah blah blah. He went on, didn't have a great set. Yeah. And then came off and ghosted me. Walked straight past me. And
because you said he's going to be really funny.
Because I said that.
Yeah.
So then afterwards, I went outside. He was outside. I goes, "You're right." He goes, "No, I'm not. You shouldn't have said that was going to be really funny, and that's why I had a bad set." So what the fuck?
Yeah.
At a comedy club, lad.
It's a control thing, isn't it?
Yeah, and mate, you know how to control, because when you was doing Britain's Got Talent, you weren't doing all that diva shit, bruv. No way could you. No way could you be behaving like that. And you're going to be, they're not going to have it. So you can control it. So you feel like when you want to be able to, I'm not saying he can control it all the time, but you got presence of mind enough. He's a very intelligent guy. really intelligent.
And he suffers with that stuff. That he's so on the spectrum and he's suffering with that. That can't be easy to live through that. But it's still difficult when you get a printout from a promoter going, this is what you can and can't do with His Majesty Robert. Like, it feels like that.
Yeah.
I get that you've got to be tolerant of everyone else's needs.
Yeah.
Especially if they're specific and they're part of the show. We're all a team. But I've had a printout that goes, please don't look him in the eye at that point or shake his hand at that point. You're like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
It's a circuit act.
He used to ask
and
me
it
to
gets
be in.
people's back up a bit.
Yeah.
He used to say, I'm in. So he'd be in for the weekend. He'd be like, are you in tomorrow and Saturday? I'd be like, oh, I'm off Saturday. He'd be like, no, you need to be in. I'd be like, it's fine. The guy who's taking over me is just as good as me. Don't worry. He'd be like, no, I want you to be in because you know what I want and what I like.
It's a tricky one because
hard.
it's not like he's just been difficult for the sake of it. This is stuff that you can't really understand if you've not got all of that neurodiversity.
So I'm gonna be 100% open and honest. Like, it's not an issue for me, but and I've got to empathize with him. Like, listen, mate, when he hurt himself, I was there for him. I'm there, but you don't have to be rude to me, and you know you're being rude. Just say to me, oh, next time, could you please not, whatever. I'm all right with that. But for you to try and blame me for you having a gig that you didn't enjoy, don't do that. Don't do that.
Slight sidestep on this, because I've got a question that we sort of spoke about the other day. I don't know whether it was on or off camera when we were abroad. Have you ever had people get pissed off with you for doing too well as a compare before them? Because this is something that he's had for before. Because when he compares, and there's a reason he tried to step away from it, it's because he's too good at it.
Yeah.
And I know you are as well. You go on, you're doing crowd work, you're mixing bits in with crowd work that make the bits look like crowd work, which is a fucking magic trick to an audience.
Yeah.
And it levels the place. I've seen you years ago comparing Top Secret.
Yeah.
I think before Mark started comparing everything himself.
Yeah.
And it's just insane. Like the walls are shaking. And I've seen you do that at the Frog on New Act nights and stuff. And some comics think that that's out of order.
Yeah.
And you must have had complaints from people going, the fuck are you doing?
It's weird.
Yeah, I nearly had a complaint when you were going on before me.
At his own gig.
Yeah.
I saw you pacing up and down. I was like, you're right, Dad.
No, it was great. You were so good.
And you're like, I was going to try a new bit tonight as well.
You must have had it though.
I've had it, but you know what? I kind of understand, but I wouldn't say. If I go on after someone who's done really well, it's something that you just got to deal with. Yeah, you just got to deal with it. It's just life. It's part of what we do. If I was going on and say, so like Dave Chappelle was doing like Dave Chappelle and Friends. I'm not expecting Dave Chappelle to not do fucking great so I can come on and look good. Yeah. I'm not expecting that. I'm expecting to have to level up. And that's what I want everyone to do. That's what comics are supposed to do. Fuck, he's doing well. Now I've got to fucking dig deep. That's it. Grow some balls. I think it's really shitty to try and put it on you for doing well. I understand if it's like, all right, you're supposed to do 10 minutes and you did like 40 minutes. Then you brought them on because you killed the energy in the room because like you took everything out. I get that part.
Oh, that's bang out of order.
Yeah, that's wrong.
But if you've gone, I'll do 8 to 12 and you're on, and you've done 11 and a half and fucking tore the place apart. Done your job.
That's right.
And I've never understood. Paul used to get a lot of hot water. This is before Paul was Paul.
Yeah.
This is when Paul was just the compare. No one knew who he was. He'd fucking rip it in the middle. And some sad cunt who drove from Manchester for 40 quid had to go on after him and be like, oh, I'm not very good with women. And you're just like, you're shite.
Yeah, this is, yeah.
But if you put me in the middle, I was like, oh, the energy. I watch a compare doing what you guys and what Paul can do to a room and go, oh, that's in the room.
Yes. That's available.
Yeah. That's in the room so I can get it out of it.
Yeah.
Like watching a compare rip it for me, it's like, oh, we're all going to have a good gig. Anyone who's intimidated by it, I just think it's so fucking...
Yeah, they're pussies, man. They're pussies. Big old pussies. They are, they're pussies, man. But I feel like there's a lot of people on the comedy circuit that need to grow balls, man. They need to grow fucking balls. They don't. They live in a comfort zone. They don't want to push themselves. They're happy to... They don't mind if they coast along their whole career. That's shit, bruv. Yeah. For what's out there now, and like I said to you, during the break... What you lot have done with this podcast, what Paul Smith's done, what Paul and Binty have done with Hot Water, you guys have changed the whole game. I don't think you lot understand what's actually happened. Because you're in it, you're in your little bubble. I don't think you understand what's happened. Things have changed forever. Forever because of what you guys done in your dirty trainers. Everything. You don't even understand. You have no idea. You have no idea. Even when I saw you guys in Liverpool and we just bumped into each other and you like showing me like the patrons and whatever else, and I was like, and this was like when? This was like a year and no.
About 18 months ago.
About 18 months ago.
3,500.
Yeah, it was about 3,500, and I was looking at the figures. Black people, mate, I work because he was trainers there, bro.
That's all we see.
I could buy another 4 pairs a month. But what that showed was, like you said, what can be done.
Yeah.
What can be done. You don't need these other people behind. You need a team, but you got the team here. Yeah. You've created your own team.
Yeah.
You don't understand how magical that is, that you guys, you're best fucking friends. You trust each other, because that's the issue as well with a lot of podcasts. People start podcasts. I see everybody doing podcasts now. You lot must see it and be like, fucking another one. You're never going to make it, baby. You can see it. Because it takes a special chemistry for podcasts to really work. You can't just throw 3-4 people in a room, get guests on, and it's going to happen. And they just watch the fucking money roll in. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. You guys are fucking talented. When talent meets hard work, this is what happens. There's a lot of people that got talent, I got to big you up.
Fucking dickhead, mate.
I got to big. You don't understand, bro. You don't understand, because even on the black circuit, no one on the black circuit's even done what you've done. Nobody's done that. Nobody. Well, every week I'm checking you lot's Patreon followers like I'm invested. 15,000 motherfuckers times by this plan. Minus tax. Fucking hell. Well done. I'm fucking happy for you lot, man. I'm over the moon to see what you guys are doing. And I know.
Like Adam wants to just go.
Man, I'm serious.
Because I know what we've got coming.
Yeah.
Because do you know what, right? Like, while we're all sucking our own dicks in here for a minute, I've had the ego and the ambition and the ideas of someone successful for a decade with no money. So what this podcast has done is given an egotistical, ambitious idea magnet a budget. So now I'm like, I want to film stand-up specials for all of my favourite comics. And we're now in a position where on a week's notice we can sell a venue out and get the cameras and film it.
Wow.
So we're doing that on Sunday. This Sunday coming, we're filming the first Have a Word half-hour stand-up special with a comic that we love. We're going to do 2 or 3 of them a year. We told you in the break plans that we can't quite reveal to this audience yet. And it just, like...
They're massive.
It's so fun to just be able to be like, right, me and Carl talk about it all the time. It's like, what can we do now that's just... Me and Carl have started running a monthly quiz. The top prize next month is $3,000 because it's rolled over for 3 months.
Fucking.
Joe, what I said to someone the other day, and they were like that. Like, you can watch other people doing it, but we can just do it better. Yeah. You watch Mock the Week, or we're like, we could do that just better. Yeah. We'll just do everything better. So fuck them all, and we'll just do all of it better for everyone.
I feel like, and that's the thing, because you've got the ambition, you got the drive, you got the talent. It's like everything's just come together, and being around the Blair guys, they've really, really helped people's careers around there.
Oh, yeah.
They've been a huge influence, and man, that's what we needed. The problem is the black circuit, a lot of the promoters, man, like ex-drug dealers and fucking roadmen, like people washing their money and shit like that. That's what we went through. Do you know what I mean? The promoters, you'd do a gig, bro. You'd travel for a gig. You get to the end of the gig, it's like, bro, you know what, wait, we really didn't make the money, fam, so... You're like, bro, where's my wages? You're like, bro, we didn't really make no money, so you're gonna have to just squash it. It's like, what the fuck? Like, I've just driven to like Manchester. You're gonna tell me you're not gonna pay me £150?
Fuck.
Serious shit, bro.
So that scared me.
So that's the shit that and now we've got really good promoters now. Don't get me wrong. We've got really good promoters now. But that's what we've gone through. If we had someone like the Blairs who fucking, like, look how far forward thinking they are, and they think on a massive scale. This is what encouraged you lot. Fucking hell, well, we can do that. You built, and now, like you said, it's like, okay, the world's our oyster now. Why not? Do absolutely fucking everything. You're the first, you're able to do it, show people the way, and be pioneers.
And do it better.
Be pioneers.
So you don't want to be a prop comic, is that what you're saying?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Is that to sum up what we're saying?
Yeah, basically.
Shall we do a have a word and get the fuck out of Dodge here, guys?
Yeah, need a haircut. My beard done today.
I could do it. Just put a new razor.
Oh, I'm okay. And I've got me a guy.
Yeah.
Trust him.
I think Kane should do
I believe you. I don't even let the guy next to my guy in the barbers that I go to do me.
I'm gonna do it just to show you. I'll do my own.
Do you do your own? I do my own beard.
Yeah, I'll
With
do my
that,
own.
I'm going to get it.
Your beard's looking good.
Thank you.
I'm going to get it taken down a little bit more than I normally would, because I'd normally get it done the day I want it doing. It's for Saturday. Really.
And your beard's lovely as well.
I don't buy shoes and I don't have hair.
Yeah.
This is not, you know what I mean?
You do even a beard.
No, but your beard looks good though.
Bald cunt. I spent 90 quid on shoes. I was like, woo! Like,
You've
I'm
also
part of
got a
this
big Q7 and a Z4, so I wouldn't be acting like you two.
Alright,
Fucking-
lads,
Hold on, what? What's that?
I bought an Audi Q7 off
Nice.
a guy you used to do comedy for.
Yeah.
Squish it, yeah.
I don't have the V5 yet. I think we're going to have to squash it. We don't have that V5. Drive away. Keep my name out your logbook. Can we just do one and have a word?
Yes.
Instead of doing the circle jerk that I definitely enjoyed. Mark Adams says, "Hiya, Lids, please have a word with my mates." So me and my girlfriend of 3 years were talking about fantasies, and she brought up wanting to have a girl-on-girl experience. I said, I didn't have a problem, but jokey said, yeah, you could film it at least. Have I done this one? We've done so many have a words that this is now...
I don't think we've done this.
Anyway, a couple of months later, she does have a girl-on-girl night. I'm out with my mates the night after, and what pops into my WhatsApp is a video, the hottest thing I've ever seen. I told my mates what happened. I didn't show them, and they think it's wrong, cheating, and I should delete it. Have a word with them for being stupid and let me have my fun, or have a word with me if I'm the one who's being mugged off. Cheers, Lids.
Hang on. Just in a nutshell, recap that for me, because I can't.
So his partner wanted a lesbian experience.
Yeah.
He said, yes, go for it. She went, okay, I'll film it, and then sent him the video. So he's getting off on it, and she's getting what she wants to.
She's...
But why is his mates calling him out? I don't get that.
Yeah, but I think, wasn't it say they were talking about fantasies and she brought up wanting to have a girl-on-girl experience?
Yeah, but he's getting off on it as well.
But she's basically gone cool and then gone off and had a lesbian experience without
Without him
going,
knowing.
I'm going.
Oh,
and like,
I see.
I think it's the old, the sexual confidence tree.
I think it depends on
trust.
whether he's arsed, which he clearly isn't.
Yeah.
But he doesn't know-
I'd have a problem with that.
Yeah,
Would you?
You can't just go and get a sneak pussy behind my back. You can't just walk off and eat some pussy, come back and then say, hey, guess what? I filmed it. Like,
If you want sneak pussy, use code WORD10.
Guess what? I filmed it. Yeah, get over
Yeah,
it.
I mean, I'd want to... It depends on whether he's arsed, but I couldn't do it anyway, I don't think. If you're going to lick a pussy, I need to be in the room while you're doing it.
It's still cheating, isn't it?
Yeah, I need to be involved in the project.
Yeah.
Oh, you need to be
I need to be
involved.
project manager.
yeah.
What, stood there?
Yeah.
Lining it up. Yeah, you've got clearance. Well, like health and safety.
Yeah. Did you say clitorans? Or clearance? Because if so, kudos.
Wait, I want to have said clitorance.
Yeah, I mean, I had a conversation with a girl I was seeing once who was like, I would quite like the idea of a threesome. And I was like, cool, as long as it's me and you and another girl. She was like, well, it'd be whoever we sort of found for it. I wouldn't mind if it was a girl or a boy.
Do a raffle.
And I was like, no. If it was me, you and another girl, and it was like, that's the only time it ever happens, I'm in the room, great. And then it never come around to happening.
Did you not do another man, no?
What?
Not do another man?
No. I've done that before with the one night stand.
Yeah, no, but it wasn't a partner, was it?
No.
You were friends with the man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've done that before.
I could not watch my girl get fucked by someone else.
No.
Ever.
No.
I could dream about that shit and wake up in shakes, bruv, sweating and shit, and staring at her in the face. I'm gonna fucking kill this bitch. 'Cause
Even another girl.
no, another girl. No, that's different. We can both eat a little pum pum. You know what I'm saying? Take it in turns. I swipe it. You give a swipe. Your turn, baby. But I don't feel a threesome ever, from a man's point of view, is two men and one woman if it's your woman.
No. I look, I know it's sexist, but I agree with him.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's mad.
So I think sometimes you get halfway through and you're like, I'm just knackered. You know, and you've just got a teammate there to finish the job. Do you not think?
Yeah, but you've got a teammate if it's just you and her. You just ask her to get on top for a bit. Get tired.
It can be hard, you know. A full 4 minutes can be knackering. You play the first half.
Not me, bro.
By the way, the entire time Dan's talking there, I want the camera on Kane's face. Because he looked like he was watching someone... He looked like he was watching a blind man do a Rubik's Cube then. He was like, how the fuck
is
I'm into it as long as me and the dude get to dress up like a WWF tag team wrestling team.
The Hardy Boys?
Oh, Legion of Doom. I'll be Animal. He can be Hawk. And then high fives.
with your wife.
Yeah, I have put weight on. We'll be the natural disasters. Typhoon and earthquake. Tag in.
With your
No, you're going to
wife.
be the Dudley Boys and you're Bubba Ray. Not Bubba Ray.
She's been on
Evil.
about me to spend more time with the lads. You know, she's worried I've not got enough social life, so get one involved. The bushwhackers.
Oh, yeah, I remember them.
Yeah.
I honestly, you can have fun. You, a mate, and a girl. If you're drunk and you're all up for it, and it's all consensual and all that shit. But if you're gonna have a threesome within a relationship as a man, it's got. Imagine the other guy's got an absolute fucking pipe.
Yeah, you don't have to have a selfie with it.
I thought you had a bit of confidence, a bit of bollocks about you.
I have until I see a fucking 9-inch absolute fucking.
Hang on, so he's the compere, he's ripping it, and you're shitting yourself?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because I don't mind you ripping a gig, but you're not ripping me missus. It's all right. Is that okay?
Tag it.
I feel like that's a fair enough stance, actually.
Step up to it.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah? I'll be honest. I'm all right in that department. I'm good, but I went and bought extra large condoms once, thinking, because the normal ones they're kind of tight.
Yeah.
They don't make those condoms for human consumption. What the fuck? Bro, there was space on top of space, bro. Like, you could have moved this studio inside the condom with my dick inside, bro. It was huge. I don't know who the fuck's wearing these extra large condoms. It ain't me. So I know what you mean. I'm all right.
Yeah.
But you know those porn dicks? You know the fucking elephant truck? I ain't doing that. No way. You're fucking crazy, bro. Stretching my missus' mouth and fucking stretch marks everywhere around her face. No way. Not happening, bro.
If your missus comes back with stretch marks on her face, she's had a fucking rough night.
What, do you know how I got these scars?
Yeah. Her mouth looked like an accordion. Fuck that, bro.
Looking like the Joker.
No. Oh, fuck that.
Yeah.
If you're good at something, never do it for free.
I couldn't let my missus go, and I'm with his mates. I'd be like, ugh, she didn't tell she was doing it.
Because he could have said just to be cool and gone, actually, do you know what? I'm not into it. And she's gone, okay, yep, go on, bam. And just gone straight into it.
It sounds like your missus might be a lesbian or bisexual.
She's keen, isn't she?
Yeah. I mean, also, if he's fine with it, tell him
You're fine with it, yeah, but I don't think you should be.
And if you've got the Legion of Doom costume and you've got a spare one for me, we should talk. Yeah. I like wrestling. Is that the pod? I tried to play devil's advocate pretty well there, didn't I?
Yeah.
Kane, you're Hall of Fame without even sitting on that couch, and this has just secured it, man. It's brilliant. Where can we find you? Socials, where are you?
Instagram or any socials. Kane Brown Comedy, Kane Brown Comedy. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok.
Have you got anything big coming up that you want to flog?
Nothing massive, because I'm planning on going away anyway. So I've not planned anything big. I'm just gonna be working out material before I leave. So then when I got there, I've got a fucking solid hour.
And if you see Kane on the listing, just go and watch this man do what he does. It's fucking amazing.
Phenomenal stuff. The Arena show. We have opened up the very final seats for the Arena show, which is absolutely bananas. The last 1,000 tickets went on sale this week. Once they're gone, they are gone. gigsandtours.com, ticketquarter.co.uk for the final tickets for Friday the 9th of December. Have a word live at the M&S Bank Arena in Liverpool.
Gonna be amazing.
I have got 0 tour tickets to sell because it's over, so I am going to be in Dubai though, as I've said, so keep your eye out for that. I'm doing an hour in Dubai on the 6th of August. Tickets go on sale this week, I think. That I'll post the link everywhere because I've told them I'll give them a lift with promotion. And on the 14th of July, I was supposed to be in Derby, and I did plug that a couple of times. That gig has been pulled because the promoter couldn't be asked.
I've got some previews coming up. As I said, Newcastle on the line. I've got one in Hull. I've got one in Sandbach near Congleton and Skipton. They're all in August, July and August. So danspreviews.com. And the tour is selling out. Really chuffed about it. DanNightingale.com. Get them while you can. People keep asking if I'm expanding the tour to new cities. I'm not. What's in the diary now is almost definitely going to be the diary. So pick one of those towns or cities. Get on it. DanNightingale.com.
Also, at the time of recording, obviously by the time this goes out publicly, it's Monday. Sunday, this week, the 10th of July. So if you're in early access, there is just a handful of tickets left for the Secret Sundays special taping. You know where to get the tickets for that if you are allowed them. And if you don't, then figure out a way. There's a few left. We are very excited about that. Sunday, the 10th of July. But this does go out publicly on Monday.
All the old listeners.
We got a song. Finn's not here because he's in Turkey getting his teeth done.
Oh, he's getting his fingers done, isn't he?
He's getting his fingers and his teeth done.
He's getting new
and his eyes. Getting turkey eyes.
The band are the Lucettas. Maybe the Lucetters, but I'm going to go with a hard C on that. Lucettas. They're from Essex, and they're playing the Zanzibar Club on the 28th of August in Liverpool. And this song is called Counting on Me.
And you only get that if you're an audio listener, because YouTube doesn't like it when we put stuff like that on it. So soz about that.
Kane, appreciate you.
Love you guys.
Thanks so much.
Thank you for having me down.
Au revoir.
Bye, Felicia.